What is shaking out there, ladies and gentlemen? Good afternoon to the crypto world. Tony Stark is up in the house. What up, Iron Man? And welcome to today's Tech Talk. What up, Adrian Rouse? Nice to see you out there. I hope you're having an amazing week. Welcome to today's Tech Talk. Vinny, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. Stay smiling, my friend. Davey Moores, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate that so much. I always want those heart me's. I always want those shares, and I always want those taps. I'm such a greedy asshole. Just give it to me, everyone. Give it to me. Samir Samsam, salam to you, my friend. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. And yes, I will flip my camera. Thanks for reminding me. I always forget to flip my camera. There you go. Now my camera's flipped and you should be able to read the stuff properly. Although, I really need to get some better lights back there. It's really hard for you guys to read. Even the word crypto is dark. I got to get some lights back there on that. I've been saying that for too long. Time to take action, Tristan. Let's take a look at what is going on in the market today. Wow, is Tau ever a really great buying opportunity today? Hey, John, how are you doing? Hope you're having an amazing week. A lot of cryptos in the market right now is a great opportunity for you guys to stack into your bags more while the price is down. Tau specifically, for anyone who hasn't had the opportunity to enter into BitTensor Tau yet, today's a very, very good day to grab some Tau. It's down 19%. And that is because it had a little bit of a surge about a week or so ago, maybe a little less than a week ago. But it is starting to come back down now. So that's a really great time to stack that one. One of my favorite AI plays is BitTensor Tau. So if you don't own that one, it's a great time for you to snatch some. ICP, on the other hand, which is a crypto, I like it. I don't hate it. I just don't necessarily love it. And it's up almost 50% today, which is fabulous. Although that's only within a 24-hour window, so that doesn't really mean much because we just had some pretty big dumps in it recently as well. Yesterday, I think it was up 18%, and then today up 50%. So did we start at $900 and finally hit the ICP bottom? Is it finally time to start getting some and let it ride back? I guess we're going to start seeing its trajectory, but it's still too short of a time frame to know, so hodl on, my friends. Hodl on. What's good, Steve? Hope you're having an amazing day, my friend. It looks like your subscription has gone gray, Steve, so don't forget to send me that heart me. I'm not sure if your thing goes red from the heart me now or if it goes from your subscription. Steve, send me a heart me. I want to see if your little hodl symbol lights up now. Thank you, my friend. Okay, now write something in the chat. I want to see if your little hodl symbol changed. Yes, it did. Okay, so once you send me that, that's what lights up your hodl symbol. You see, I'm learning every day. I'm learning every day. Okay, so that's when you guys send me a heart me, it shows me who in the chat has sent me a heart me. You get a little IHodl logo above your name. Is the bull run still in 2025? Yes, it is, user 60156. But what you don't understand is the bull run is not what you think. You think that the bull run is one day where you just wake up and everything's green and everyone makes money and everyone sells and they're all dancing in celebration, but that's not what the bull run is. The bull run is a year and a half, almost a 2-year window of climbing, 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 dropping, 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 climbing, climbing, boom, climbing, drop, 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 drop. So just so you understand, the bull run is a long period of time. And what I mean by that is we've been in bull run season since April of 2024, about 3 weeks ahead of April 2024, right before the halving occurred. And before the halving occurred, we started climbing, 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 climbing. Anyone who bought crypto prior to April of 2024 was in a very, very good position to make profit between then and now. Even though the year of 2025 has been a bit of a drainer year, prior to 2024, prior to the halving. You would have caught the halving surge. You would have came down. You would have started soaking May, June, July, August, soaking, thinking, oh, what's going on? And then November would have came around. Your ISO coins would have lit the fuck off your profile, and your profile would have done more than a 10 times just across all your ISO. Well, maybe not. The ISO coins did about a 6 to 8 times, which is still a ridiculous amount of growth. All the ISO coins in the November window. And that would have been November of 2024. And now we come into and that was that November surge. Now we come into 2025 and it's been on this, no different than where it was at the halving. And then it suppressed down before it caught its pump. And that's the window that we're in right now. It's doing this before we catch our pump. But it's not that simple. It doesn't just look like this and then boom, there it is. It looks like this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And when you zoom in on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, it's very complicated for you to decide. Like today, you could look at the market and say, oh, ICP's up 43%. It must be amazing. Well, no, it just happens to have a big surge today. And you could also look at the market and say, oh my God, BitTensor Tau, which Tristan loves, is down 20% today. It must be trash. Well, no. And the reason that both of those doesn't give you the clear example is because the window of information is too short. You're reading volatility, you're not reading the actual asset's movement. And volatility and the actual asset's trajectory are not the same path. Nice to see you guys tuning in. What up, everybody, here on a Tech Talk Tuesday? I can't tell you what coins to buy, my friend. I apologize. If you use my broker service, then I can tell you what coins to buy. Other than that, you guys have to figure out which ones to stack in your portfolio, your own. Follow my channel, pay attention, and you'll figure it out. A little bit of effort involved, and you'll be surprised how well you do. How much is good to start working with you? Good question, LMR Fatima. To work with me, you need to have $25,000 in capital. So that means you need $25K in cash or $25K in crypto or a combination of the two. And with that said, we've had a few clients come to us that had $20K, $22K, $23K. And yes, we accepted them as clients and built them a portfolio, but we charged them the initial setup fee, which is our minimum fee, at the $25,000 mark, which is $2,500. So even if you only have 20 grand, you're still going to pay the minimum fee to get in, to get your portfolio designed for you. So 25K is the answer you're looking for. If you can generate $25,000 of your own money, we will show you how to use that money to build a proper portfolio and grow it with a 10 times multiplier over a 4-year cycle. So every crypto cycle is about a 4-ish year cycle. And in that cycle, it's very reasonable to 10 times your portfolio. For example, those of you who have been holding since 2022, you've already 10 times your portfolio. And those of you who just got in 2024 before the halving, you've already about 6 or 7 times your portfolio. So there's or at least parts of your portfolio, especially the ISO and the big cap group. So there's a lot of growth that has been had in there, potentially even more than a 10 times, depending on how much money you have and how much diversification you're able to capture. The bigger your amount of money, the easier it is to make money. Clients who come to us with $100,000 portfolios, it's easier for us to 10 times their money than a client who has 25K. It's a little harder to multiply their money because you have a little less money, a little less compounding capability, which means you need bigger growth to get the same kind of results. And then you also have less option of diversification. So when that other one pops off, it's like, oh, I couldn't afford to get that one because I only have so much money to spread around. So it slightly changes it a little bit. It's always easier to make more money when you have more money. But bottom line is the minimum amount you need to start working with us is 25K. And that's actually why you expect us to show some type of result over a 4-year window. And we need you to have a little bit of money to grow for us to be able to give you some growth. You need to have some soil for us to be able to plant the seeds in, if that makes any sense. And that's why we have a limit at this time of 25K. Once we start opening physical locations in every city across Canada and US, tokenized financial locations, we will lower our entry cost fee, and we will also lower our dollar value that a client needs to enter, because we'll be able to service a lot broader system with a rolled out CRM system, rolled out computers, rolled out logging of everything that's going on, as opposed to me handling everything right now with pen and paper and a computer at home. So once we scale to the next level of tokenized financials, crypto asset wealth management service, we will be able to reach more people in the industry. We won't have to cap it out at 25K. But at this time, you need 25K capital or more, and then you can hire me personally to design your portfolio, design and build your exit strategy, and of course, keep ongoing one-on-one communication so that you know what to do, when to do, and how to do it. Most importantly, when it's time to do it. Viral clip says, subscribe to me. My goal is 1,000 subscribers. Who pops into somebody else's chat, offers no value, no content, and just says, come subscribe to me, everyone. I have nothing to offer you, but just come spend your $3 a month on me. Don't mind me. I'm sometimes an asshole. Is it sufficient to just have one ISO coin, or should I have a few of them? Great question, DeFi Cryptonomics. Ideally, you should have more than one ISO coin. In fact, you should be trying to stack as many of the ISO coins as you can. However, we need more information here. Should I have one ISO coin? Do you only have $200? Then maybe yes, maybe you should only have some XRP. Maybe you only have $500, then yes, maybe you should just be stacking some XRP. Maybe you have less than $1,000, then yes, maybe you should just be stacking your XRP. Once you get $1,000 worth of XRP, well now it's time to go grab $50 worth of XLM and build it up until you get $300, $400, $500, and then maybe some XDC and build it up, even some Ethereum, because it will be involved in all of this group as well, and start building it up as well. So the correct answer to should you have more than one ISO coin is yes, unless you are limited to funds, aka you have less than $1,000, you're just beginning, and this is okay, this is the right place to start, and you slowly build yourself up. Don't expect to get rich this bull cycle, but build yourself up to 1,000, 1,200, 500 in this one, 600, and before you know it, you'll have 1 or 2 or 3 grand over the course of 1 or 2 years of your life, which means we'll go through this bull run, we'll go back down into bear market. Now 2027 rolls around in your life, and you've got $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 saved up in small increments in crypto. Guess what happens when we hit the 2029 bull run? Now you know what's going on. Now you've paid attention. Now you've lived through a full cycle because you've put the time in, which allowed you to get crypto at the bottom, even though you bought while it was still dipping down. But now you have to run a cycle properly. Now you're going to see how $4,000 can very quickly be $40,000 in a short window of time when you hit the right window in the bull market. Now 2028, 2029 happens, and you don't have 4 or 5 grand in crypto anymore. You have 50 grand in crypto. And because 4 or 5 grand was all you had, 50 grand is a lot of fucking money. So you sell half of it like a crazy idiot. You pay a bunch of tax to the government. You go sell a little bit, but at least you still have 10 or 15 grand still in crypto. 20 grand maybe still in crypto. And alhamdulillah, you hold on to the fucking thing for another 4 years and you hit the next cycle, and now you don't have 10 or 15 grand. Now you have $115,000 in crypto, and now you start clicking in, oh, if I play this cycle continuously, in fact, had I done it more intelligently, I probably could have set my whole life up just in 2 cycles. That's an 8-year window, 9-year window. Is this a joke? Is this a dream? Like, am I dreaming? How can I put an 8-9-year window and turn myself from like $1,000 to millions? Are you kidding me? But that's the reality of it. 1,000 to 10 grand, one cycle. 10 grand to 100 grand, next cycle. But you're ready now on your 3rd cycle to turn 100 grand into $1 million. And it's not that complicated. It's patience, it's focus, it's plan, it's understanding, it's education, it's invested self. That's all it is. So really, you don't need special skill set. You only need the aptitude to pay attention, the aptitude to put forth the effort, the aptitude to try. Or you just hire me and I do it all for you. There's your 2 answers. Should I sell ICP while it's up? That depends on if you're in the profit zone. If you plan on moving out of ICP and you're up in your profits, let's say you put in $1,000 and you've now got 3 or 4 grand, well then sure, take your initial grand out, diversify your portfolio. But as far as should you sell it just because it's up? Well, there once again needs to be more information. Is there a profit margin? How much profit margin? Did you buy it at $1,000 and you're selling it at $1,200? No, that's not enough profit. You know, there's more information needed to decide whether that's a correct answer or not. And to top that off, I can't tell you when to sell your crypto unless you're using my broker service. Why is somebody writing in the chat this NIGG blah 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 sells child porn? Like, what is wrong with you, Jacob? Like, put your fucking head on straight, kid. Who goes into somebody's live and starts writing shit like that? First of all, you're saying the N-word, and you're talking about child porn, and you're on some fake account with 34 followers. Like, Jacob, seriously, man, get a life. Like, go jerk off, go do something, go get a fucking life, bro. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your skin, you're wasting the capacity of your brain over here writing some shit on somebody's chat when you could be developing and creating your future. Anyway, I'm blocking you, so have a nice day. Poor Jacob, missed out on all the good information. How does tokenization affect the price of XRP? Well, XRP is a base layer 1 blockchain. So if we tokenize $100 onto the XRP blockchain's market cap goes up by $100. So every dollar value that we tokenize onto any blockchain, the asset that represents that blockchain will increase by that value. So if we tokenize $1 trillion onto XRP, then the XRPL blockchain, then the asset that represents that blockchain, which is XRP, will then increase by that market cap value. And that goes for anything: Solana, Avalanche, Ethereum. If we tokenize $5 on Ethereum, Ethereum's market cap goes up $5. So as we tokenize value onto these blockchains, their market cap increases, which is why market cap isn't as important a word as a lot of people think it is, because it's only a generated number for today's current information. Tomorrow it changes. So market cap isn't a limiting decision-making number. It's just a current statistic. You know, like how many people drove on the road today? Well, tomorrow it's going to be a different number. You can't hold your future based on that day's statistics. So a lot of people misconfuse or misuse, I should say, the purpose of what market cap really means. Market cap just means its position right now, its value based on its tokenomics and its current structure. But that all changes every minute. So it's not a future planner, it's just a current position understander, really. Who's this Jacob child porn person spamming all over the chat? Holy shit. I'm just scrolling down and seeing all his spam now. What the fuck is wrong with people? I think he was trying to refer to me, Kyle. He was trying to like just spam my page and just talk shit for no reason. Might even just be a bot. Who knows? Some people are just losers out there and they go and they create bots just to go fuck up other people's pages just because they're losers and they like to hate on the world and see it burn. I like days like this too, Gary. Stack your bags even more, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, sorry, Steve. I got rid of Jacob finally. I think it's a bot. There's no way nobody's just posting that often. Like their life can't be that boring. It can't be. It's impossible. I know none of you in the chat would go do that on anybody's chat. You just wouldn't, because that'd be fucking boring. What's the benefit? You're not getting paid, unless you're getting paid for it maybe. But there's no reason why you would do that. So it's got to be a bot. Yeah, I didn't see all Jacob's posts yet, but they're all gone now. I think we got them all now. Just wait till the next bear market. That sounds like a horrible idea. Actually, it's a really great idea, because if you bought Bitcoin 10 years ago and held on to it to now, you'd be a fucking billionaire. So all of you with small brains and small minds and short vision who don't understand that the next bear market is your opportunity, because millionaires are made when you buy, not when you sell. All you dummies sitting around with 30, 40 grand thinking, oh, I'm going to hit the bull run, or less than that even, thinking, oh, I'm going to hit the bull run, but don't see the opportunity of, wow, in 2027, I'm going to get to buy everything so fucking cheap right at the beginning of the cycle. How set would I be right now if I did that in 2022? You didn't, did you? That's why you're not set. That's why you're not in profit. That's why you don't understand the value of the next bear market. When it's red, when it's bleeding, that's when opportunity is made, my friend. Where did I get that shirt? This is from Hugo Boss. I live in Canada, so I don't know if they sell the same shit at all their stores across different places. We are a worldwide community from one coast to the other, so I don't know where you're from, but I'm in Canada and I bought it at Hugo Boss. Really nice quality, very comfortable, and not cheap. Thanks everybody for your heart me's and for your love, and for anyone who sent some screen taps. I appreciate all of your love. Board Bob says I turned 100K into 10K. Well, you want to know why, Board Bob? That's because you bought Cubic. You put way too much fucking money into Cubic thinking you were an angel investor getting in early, and now your 100K is 10K. If I built your portfolio, Board Bob, it would be the opposite. No, Machine Gun. I don't know why your name is Machine Gun. Like, why do you exude your name as a gun? I don't understand that. Either you're really weak and you're trying to be tough, or you're a militant of some type. One of the two. Anyway, it's definitely not recorded. Welcome. And this year you can turn that 10K into 1K. Well, you probably can if you keep buying shit cryptos. Absolutely. A lot of people left because of the Jacob guy. That's okay. Don't worry about it. They can come, they can go, they can join back in. Yeah, I know, Tech Omega. Tech Omega, send me a heart me. Your heart me's gray. It's just a bot sent to my channel by haters or other influencers or who knows what. Someone who just has nothing better to do. Anyone who chooses to believe those kinds of things are not the kind of people I do business with anyway, so it's really not relevant. It's just a waste of time. It's a great day to buy crypto, Randy. You betcha. It's been a great year, actually, to buy crypto, and I actually thought this year was going to be a little bit more this way, not so much this way. Hi, I'm from Miami. I have a question regarding the SecuX wallet. I haven't been able to use it since last update. I would just double check your updates, make sure everything's updated properly, make sure the app on the phone is updated. And if you don't know, there's a new app that's available. So you have to download the new SecuX app. You can just Google it and find out the info really easy. I also have some videos of it on my page. But there's a new app. Make sure you download the new app, update the device. And then if you do have any other issues beyond that, just contact secuxtech.com. They have a really, really good like service team or tech team there that can help you through any questions. We've had multiple people have small little hiccups and they went with the tech team and they came back saying, wow, the tech team is really, really helpful and easy to work with. So that's your last resort if you don't get all the updates done yourself. Make sure you've got the new app. Kadir Agha says, speak slowly, bro. Sorry, man. I'm like a race car when I speak. You know, maybe I was an auctioneer in another life. I'm not sure. I'll do my best to slow it down, Kadir. Thanks for joining in. Is it a good time to buy XRP now or wait more? There's no such thing as waiting. Is it a good time to buy Bitcoin 5 years ago or 7 years ago? Is it a good time to buy Bitcoin 3 years ago or 5 years ago? Think about it for a minute. Does it really matter if you bought it at 6 grand or 12 grand? Does it really matter if you got it at $2 or $4? Fast forward 10 more years into the future, it's $100,000. It's not 5 grand and 10 grand. Do you understand? So don't worry so much about the small. One of the big mistakes people make is again, they're so zeroed in. Oh, but I bought it at $3 and now it's $3.18 and that's 18 cents higher than my lowest average. And oh my God, just fucking buy some more. And how many coins do you have? Fuck your average. How many coins do you have? That's not enough. Buy more. What up, Hot Wheels? Hope you're having an amazing week. Happy Tuesday Tech Talk to everyone. Bitcoin has broken through the support line. That's to be expected. I anticipate more red days before we see our big pump. Last bull cycle, before we saw the big pump, it went redder than red. Even I almost threw my hands in the air and said, what is this? Is this shit over really for real? Even I lost faith for a short time. And then boom, it hit me in the face again, just like it did in 2017. And I anticipate just the same. Hold on, my friends. Ripple Swell is a group of big boys all working with Ripple. Personal wings. I'm still searching for my wings. I think I have about another 6,870 some years of service to go before I even get a shot at them. But anyway, what's assumed BYM for BTC right now? I'm not sure what you're asking, personal wings, but we are in Ethereum dominance right now. So Bitcoin is getting a lot of movement right now that it like growth movement that it shouldn't be getting right now, and it's because of the world starting to pay attention to crypto. It's because of hedge managers and finance managers starting to pay attention to crypto. It's because CEOs all around the world who mocked crypto are now realizing, oh shit, we need to get it on our books. And they don't know anything about it, so they just go right to Bitcoin. So there's an influx of Bitcoin attention that normally wouldn't happen right now at this time in the cycle, but it's because of all the talk, literally, of the acceptance of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin potentially becoming a reserve value for countries in the future, and all of this is making all of the smaller money, which is most of the money in the world, move into crypto in small steps, and they're not moving into altcoins. They're still scared of XRP. They still hear the word SEC in the back of their head. They're even reluctant to step into Ethereum sometimes. So Bitcoin is still the go-to for most brand new, don't know what they're doing, but I think I got to get into this investors. And that is a big portion of the crypto world right now. In fact, there's more people in crypto right now getting into it for the first time than ever before. We've been around for 15 years. And in 2025 right now, there's more people slowly getting in at small increments than ever before. Thank you, Raisin20, for the love. You guys don't need to send me any gifts. My channel is a gift for you. But thank you so much for the love. What's wrong these days? Why is every coin dumping? Well, you just need to keep buying more and waiting longer, Kadir. Keep buying them while they're dumping. Wait around 3-4 years, come back to me in 48 months, one fucking car loan period, 48 months, and then tell me the difference. Then you'll be like, I get it now, Tristan. I get it. The reason most of you guys haven't made money is because you got here in 2021. You got here in the top of the market. And then it came down, and if you're lucky, you bought more in the 2022 window, but most of you didn't. You waited. It came up in 2023, 2024. Then you started buying some more. Oh, there's validation. Didn't have validation down here when it was the best deal, did you? You had validation up here. Oh, it's back to kind of what it was. I guess I'll buy. Talk of a new bull run. So you're missing the window a little bit, but that's okay. Now you understand. Now you just need to put that time frame in. You put one full cycle in diligently. I don't care who you are. You're going to make a lot of money. Period. I don't care if you only start with $1,000, you're going to make a lot of money. Even $1,000 you cash out with 8, 9, 10 grand, that's a lot of money for someone who can only muster $1,000. You can only muster 10 grand and you cash out with 80, 90 grand. That's huge money for someone who can only muster 10 grand. And so on and so forth. What do I think about plasma? I think plasma is pretty important. It's kind of the underlying layer in light. But we won't get into those kind of tech talks today. You were in and happy algo brought you back. Sure. What's my take on economic uncertainty influencing crypto? Well, economic uncertainty is always going to influence crypto. Big, massive, powerful wallets are always going to influence crypto. Narratives like Trump calling out things like tariffs, things like that are always going to influence crypto. Things like war are always going to influence crypto. This doesn't change the fact that when we look long term, the technology of cryptocurrency is going to rewrite everything. The new financial system is going to be blockchain crypto based. The new medical system, supply chain system, everything is going to be blockchain layer 1 based. With that knowledge alone, we can remove all of the uncertainty and we can see a long-term vision. We cannot worry about ICP being up 45% or Tau being down 16%, and we can realize in the long term, it doesn't mean anything that much. The same way we can look back and be like, man, if I just bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago and I just waited till now and I didn't do anything, I didn't join Tristan's live, I didn't follow the market, I didn't ask questions, I didn't pay attention, I just waited, man, I'd be a billionaire. Like, not even I made 100 grand, not even I can buy a car or a house, not even I'm a millionaire. I'm a fucking billionaire, guys. Like billionaire, like the dreams that dreams are not dreamed. Billionaire. That's the potential. In a 10-year window, are you fucking kidding me? There's nothing in the world that has offered that before. Nothing. It's the greatest asset of all time. And that's just one opportunity of what's about to happen as we roll out this technology everywhere in the world. Bitcoin is not the opportunity anymore. Bitcoin's just where you save your opportunity. That's where you store your opportunity that you're having right now, called altcoins and mid-cap coins. And you're growing and multiplying these cryptocurrencies over 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-year window. And then you're storing it all into Bitcoin because you recognize the fiat system is not what you want anymore. So economic uncertainty, once again, brings red. And what does red bring? Buying opportunities. And what does the buying opportunities give you? The opportunity to wait, the opportunity to get in at the right time and have patience for victory. Are we in a buy market now? Well, truthfully, we're in a bull cycle. And at this time of the bull cycle, it normally would not be much of a buying market unless you're just entering. However, with such a red year so far, keep stacking your bags, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin is still going to 150K. Mid caps and altcoins are going to follow. Doesn't matter if it takes 3 months or 3 years, it's inevitable. Is now a good time to invest in Tau? In my opinion, yes, although I can't tell you what to buy. You bought everything you have in 2022 and you're down on everything. Well, that means that you don't know what you're doing. You bought shit crypto, because if you bought XRP in 2022, you would have bought it at 30 cents. Today it's $2. What the fuck are you talking about, Paul MC Cassie? Either you're lying or you bought a whole bunch of shit coins. You got into crypto and you bought meme coins, Pepe, up your ass coin, all this garbage coins because you thought that's what crypto was, and then you lost all your money, right? The only way you didn't make money from 2022 till now is the coins you're holding. I can prove it to you mathematically. Show me your portfolio. I can prove it to you mathematically, or I can prove that you're lying. The proof is in the math. The proof is in the coins, the mathematics, and the price today versus then. You can't hide the information. So if you did buy in 2022 and you're down until now, well, you don't know what you did. You didn't buy any XRP. You didn't buy any XDC. You didn't buy any Chainlink. You didn't buy any Solana. You didn't buy any Avalanche. You didn't buy any Ethereum, because guess what all of those cryptos have done? They're up 300, 500, 800, 1,000. You didn't buy any bonk when it came out. I mean, it only went up, what, 22,000%? But you didn't buy any of those, did you? Because if you did, you'd be in a big profit margin. You'd be more than 10 times. On one crypto alone, you'd be 10,000%. So that just means you bought a whole bunch of shit crypto and you don't really know what you're doing. I encourage you to hit that like and follow and learn how to build your portfolio properly. Most people get into crypto and they chase the hype. They don't chase the understanding of building a proper, structured, smart, intelligent crypto portfolio. Why do you think all the big asset managers in the world, BlackRock, JP Morgan, Citi Financial, Fidelity, why do you think these guys have something called a DIF? A diversified income fund. How many of you have actually gone and researched that? Okay, so if all the big investors in the world are starting to offer crypto, if all the big finance people, what cryptos are they offering? Has anyone asked themselves that question? What are the cryptos that these big companies are offering? Are they letting their customers buy Pepe? Are they letting their customers buy Book of Meme Coin? Are they letting their customers buy Brett off of the base? Is that what they're doing? Nope. But that's what you're doing. You're chasing the hype of get-rich-quick scheme, the casino of crypto, while the big boys who understand money are building structured portfolios with Bitcoin and Ethereum and Chainlink and real crypto and XRP and Solana and cryptos that are actually going to have real life 25 years from now, the underlying infrastructure of our future commerce and business. Not who's pumping right now, which one has the biggest candle. This is not crypto. That's just the fun little game part of crypto that most people get caught up in, and they miss the big picture, the big opportunity. Once again, go check out the diversified income funds of all the big money hedge managers on the planet and see what cryptos are they offering. You're going to find secure big boys and ISO coins. You're not going to find all the coins that you have in your portfolio from 2022 that you didn't make money on. And then you understand what I mean when I say you just did crypto wrong. You're following hype instead of building a methodical, smart portfolio. What up, Gregor from Belgium? Guys, please don't spam my chat. Kadir Agha, like how many times are you going to write, what's wrong these days? Every coin is dumping. Like you could just write it once or twice, dude. You don't need to keep spamming it. I don't understand. You're not even asking a question. You're just making a statement. Like, come on, dude. Have some respect for everybody else's comments. Paul, your crypto isn't even 2 years old yet. That's right. Keep hodling your XRP tokens. In fact, when it goes down, grab more. Why am I so mad about your name? Oh, I'm not mad about your name. I just don't understand why people project evil. Like a gun is an evil thing. It's something that kills people. So why would you project that? Like, why isn't your name a heart? Why isn't your name like a teddy bear giving Tristan a hug? Like, why isn't it Billy the $1 billion bear? right? Like if I saw that logo, a little bear above your name, I'd think, oh, that guy's cute and cuddly and probably super friendly and maybe he wants to be friends with me. But when I see a gun, I'm like, ooh, maybe he's a militant, or maybe he's like a homie G gangster and he's gonna come shoot me up. You know, do you understand the image projected? So it's not that I'm making fun of you or that I hate your name or that I'm mad about it. I just question why. Why the gun? Why the AK? Like, are you feeling low and it makes you tough feeling like, oh, look at my AK. I don't understand. I don't get it. It doesn't register with my thinking. So that's why I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, why the gun? Like, are you an army guy? Are you standing in the front line right now protecting your country because someone's invading you? Then I get it. Like, I totally get it. But if that's not the case, then I don't understand the weapon. I just don't get it. I don't understand why people want to hate on the world. Yeah, kill your parents, eat your brain. No. Let's not do that. In fact, let's just not have guns. Does the bear market start? Not yet. You'll know when the bear market starts. Trust me, you'll know. McAfee was selling to say your Bitcoin because it wasn't worth anything. Well, McAfee is very intelligent. He's over here buying Bitcoin, getting rich, telling you guys not to buy Bitcoin, not getting rich. Because you want to know what makes rich people rich? The balance of other people being poor. If I tell all you guys how to go make money and you all get rich too, I'm not rich anymore. You see, the very rich, the very elite of the world are a bunch of fucking assholes. They don't want you to get rich. They feed you fake information so you don't get rich. There's very few of them out there that really, really want you to do well. And if they get caught giving too much information to help people do well, they get shut down by other rich people who wish to remain rich and for you to remain poor. So you're going to find people like JP Morgan, 2017, Bitcoin's a pet rock, yet they're stacking it faster than anyone. They have their own fucking blockchain, running JPM coin on it, handling billions of dollars of daily transactions, but telling you guys that crypto's for criminals. Am I not correct? Yes, I am. The SEC going after XRP, going after all these things, yet they have investments in Algorand and other crypto. Are you fucking kidding me? It's all just a big camera show. It's all a big movie for all of you to not know what you're doing. What do I think about XRP? I think it's fantabulous. Vance, please stop spamming your chat. Let's chat with your question. What's your take on economic uncertainty influencing crypto? I already answered it like 20 minutes ago. So please stop spamming it in the chat. If you guys spam my chat like that, I'm just going to block you guys. Like, it's just so ignorant. It's like you're like, I'm the only one here. Fuck all everybody else's comments. Just answer mine. Spam, 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 spam. Until he answers mine. Spam, spam. Like, seriously, like, holy fuck, man. What are my thoughts on Wild? I told you guys not to buy it. People asked me multiple times in my lives over the last month about Wild, and I said, don't buy it. It's a metaverse play. It's too risky at this point. Well, there it is. Thanks, Morgan. Morgan thinks I'm still cool. ZBCN is a mediocre crypto. I told you guys ZBCN was just a big hype for a while, which it was. Now all those people who are talking about ZBCN aren't talking about it anymore, are they? They're not. It's just... You have to understand crypto influencers need something to talk about, number one. And number two, new cryptos are going to get a little bit of hype when they jump first on the scene because there's uncertainty. Oh, could it, would, and people still live in that, is it the next one window? And for all of those reasons, cryptos are going to get hype at the wrong times, like ICP. All you guys bought ICP when I told you not to, and you've all just lost money on it so far. Same thing for ZBCN. Same thing for so many other cryptocurrencies we could talk about over the years that I've been here talking about crypto on this channel. Stop getting caught up in the hype. Start looking long-term utility, long-term focus, and stop getting caught up on the, is this the next one FOMO bullshit? You're going to end up with all kinds of crap in your portfolio that's just going to lose your money because you're buying hype. You're not investing. And the truth of investing, for anyone out there who's new investor, the truth of investing is you don't buy when there's hype. You buy when everyone's running away. You buy when everyone says, it's over, run everyone, cower back to the home base. That's when you buy. When everyone cowers and runs away, you put your money on the table. And when everyone else is putting their money on the table, you back the fuck up and stay silent and wait. That's what they mean when they say buy when there's blood in the streets. When everyone's panicking because everything's crashing. Oh, my 100 grand's down to 20. I better get out now. That's when you should be buying all of it more. That's when you should be, how can I get another 100K to buy more? Because it's about to go boom the other way. But boom the other way and drop this way happens in a window of time that you don't like. How many people here still don't even own crypto that's 3 years old? It's not even 36 months. It's not even the shortest car loan you can get. Yet here you are. Right? So much emotion, so much panic. Yet you'll go buy a Tesla stock and sit on it for 10 years, no problem. With the understanding that it's just going to go up. I'm just hedging value over time. And if I ever need it, I can sell it. I've got extra money there. You see it so differently. Yet you look at your crypto portfolio and it's like you're vibrating with a lottery ticket in your hand while they're reading the numbers. Just so additionally emotional. And so many people are like, bull run this, bull market that, crypto this, it's over that, blah, 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 blah. And their crypto isn't even 36 months old. How many people in my chat right now? There's 213 people in here. How many of you have crypto that's older than 36 months? You've been in the game longer than 3 years. And I mean sitting on it, not paying attention, and you bought some this year. I paid attention 3 years ago and I bought some. I mean, how many of you have crypto in your wallet that has been in your wallet for longer than 3 years? Not you've been buying over the last 3 years. You bought 3-4 years ago, and from that time until now, while you accumulated more, this portion was in your wallet 3 years ago. How many of you have crypto that's 3 years old? I bet you out of 211 people, it's less than 200. I bet you there's 209 people here. I bet you there's about 9 people in here that have crypto since that time frame, 3 years ago. Everyone else has just been accumulating since then until now, which means their crypto isn't that old. Yet here you are. Right? If I could do nothing but teach you how to stomach crypto volatility, you will win. If I could teach you nothing but to hodl and have patience, to understand why we named it IHodlLife, not IBullRunLife or ITradeLife. It's IHodlLife, long term. If you could just put the time in before your opinion, you would get it. You would understand. You would be on a path to financial freedom. And everything you thought you knew between now and in between would just be emotional distress that would no longer exist for you because you would now get it. But you won't get it until you put time in. It's not a fucking casino. Just a reminder, anyone watching my channel right now, if anyone tells you you need a Web3 wallet, they're scamming you. What they're trying to do is they're trying to trick you to say, oh, your crypto's not attached to Web3. Oh, that's not safe. And then they'll guide you to go connect your wallet to something you shouldn't so they can drain your wallet. Listen carefully, everyone. For example, in the chat, user 7003334242714. Of course, he's not going to have a real personal account. And he says, is your wallet Web3? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What he's doing is he's phishing. He's fishing to say, what do you mean is my wallet Web3? And as soon as he knows you don't know, oh, let me show you. And then they guide you to go scam you. So just be careful, everyone. You don't need to connect your wallet to Web3. As soon as you have a crypto wallet, it is already running on Web3. Web3 is crypto. Crypto is Web3. Two different terms meaning the same thing. People just misuse them and twist them to confuse you and get you to connect to things you shouldn't connect. Do not connect your wallets to anything. Hear me clearly. You do not need to connect your wallet to a ledger. You do not need to connect your wallet to back it up or secure it or safety it. You do not need to connect your wallet to anything. Utility value will always be worth more than the store of the value. Yes, silly goose. Because that equates to long-term use case. How many existing projects do you think eventually get over 100K? I'm not sure what you mean, cryptoversy. Over 100K what? Like market cap? 100K market cap's pretty easy for a new token. I mean, a bunch of dummies could just buy in because they don't know what's going on. And most projects launch with $50,000 to $100,000 of their own money so that they begin with a certain market cap value in the first place. So I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, cryptoversy. You'll have to adjust your question a bit so I can understand. Is Gala dead? It's always been dead, KB24. And don't forget to send me a heart me. I see that your heart me is gray. What's my prediction on XRP? My prediction on XRP is the same it's been for the last 2 years. You're going to wish you bought more. Regardless of what you think you know now, you're going to wish you bought more. 15 years ago, you could buy Bitcoin for less than $10. And nobody in the world could tell you any reasoning of why it would go to $100, nor would you believe them. Nobody would be able to make you convinced that it was going to go to $1,000, yet you could buy it for less than $10. That's only 15 years ago. Today it's $100,000 and you'd be a billionaire. If you can't put that picture together and look at now XRP and say, but what if in the next 10 years, what I can't understand right now happens and XRP is worth something crazy? Am I not a genius for buying it now under $10, just like the genius back in 2011 who bought Bitcoin less than $10 and didn't panic? Didn't bull run, didn't look at the market, didn't have crypto bubbles, just waited with the fucking thing, just hodled the fucking crypto. And what did they do? They became a billionaire. I don't understand why people can't take that simple logic and wrap their head around, holy shit, if I just buy a stack of crypto now and just sit on it for 10 years, there's a good chance that I'm going to make a lot of money. And if I buy a handful of cryptos, there's a good chance 1 or 2 or 3 of them is going to be a winner and I'm going to make a lot of fucking money. Like, I don't understand why that's so hard to see. But that's where wisdom starts to teach you that people's poverty is not due to lack of opportunity. It's due to their lack of taking the opportunity. You can present the opportunity to 10 men and only one will choose to take it, while 8 of them remain in ignorance and 1 falls short with disbelief. But the truth and the reality and the opportunity still remains. Do I think Bitcoin will hit 5 figures? Yes. Just like 10 years ago, someone said Bitcoin will be 100 grand one day and you all laughed at him. You can't prove that. You're a stupid loser. Bitcoin, hear me out, Bitcoin is going to be $10 million one day. Do you hear me? It's not going to be 1 million. It's going to be $10 million for one Bitcoin one day. How many years into the future? I don't know. 10 years, 8 years, 15 years, 18 years. That I don't know. But I know it's going to continue to do the path that it's doing now as it becomes incorporated more into financial purposes in the future for hedging values. I'll remind you all that we peg our world values to gold, which is not finite. Bitcoin is finite. In the future, gold will be pegged to Bitcoin to secure the value of gold. Will we have an alt season in the coming months? No, I don't expect it anytime soon. We still have way too much Ethereum dominance happening right now. We're not even close to an alt season dominance. That means alt season may not happen until April, May, June of 2026. All of you guys will all be panicked by January. You'll all be turning your cheeks gone the other way because you haven't made any money yet. I thought it was the bull run. Blah, blah, blah. That's where you'll all be. And then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, those of us with diamond hands are going to get the same thing we got last cycle. A big fucking payday. And it's not even a payday, it's a pay month. That's right, Mr. Pillow Maxillari. When there's blood in the streets, you buy. When the market is red, you buy. Because you don't think, oh, it's crashing, it's going away. You think this is going to be here for the next 15 years. So the lower that I can get it from now until the next 15 years is the right answer. Not question, is it really a real thing now because it's red today and tomorrow it's green? Oh, I'm validated. Next day it's red. Oh, it's over. Next day it's green. Oh, I'm validated. Like, back the fuck up, everybody. Raisin Y20 got it right. The guy earlier who was saying that he had all the crypto since 2022 and he didn't make any money. Raisin Y20 says he listened to all the lying influencers. He went and bought Book of Meme and Mog Coin and Dog on and all this shit crypto that he shouldn't have been buying. Gary, Tau, and Algo are powerhouse cryptos. Those guys are top 20 cryptos. There's a lot of cryptos out there, millions of them, and those guys are top 20s. What do I think about HBAR? Well, Blaze, thanks for your question, because that's also a top 20 crypto. HBAR is one of the most important layer 1 protocols as far as AI goes. And HBAR isn't technically a blockchain, but we refer to it as a blockchain to keep it simple. It just moves slightly different as far as data than a blockchain, which technically makes it a hash graph, but nonetheless, it's a storage of transactions. Should you buy Bitcoin now? Well, actually, I wouldn't recommend buying Bitcoin right now, because Bitcoin is at the top of its dominance cycle, and it will be coming backwards, and then Ethereum and altcoins will start to reach dominance. So at this time of year, no, you wouldn't be buying Bitcoin. You'd be buying XRP, Ethereum, and other altcoins, and you'd be waiting for about a year of your life, and then maybe a year's time from now, or slightly less, you would then start converting those cryptos back into Bitcoin to hold that value while we go into the bear market. Because Bitcoin will take the least amount of hit in the bear market, where the altcoins will take 80 to 90% hit. Bitcoin will only take a 40, 50, or 60% hit, which means less loss. Even though it's not really loss, it's just short-term price depreciation. It comes right back every cycle and goes even higher. Just like I said, Bitcoin was 6 cents, today it's 100K. It's going to keep playing that same cycle over and over. You're in crypto 3 weeks. Great. Welcome. Welcome to the family. You had crypto since 2017. So Woody, you already know what I'm talking about. If you bought in 2017, you probably did what I did, got in right near the top of the 17 market when we were all kind of learning about crypto, those of us early adopters. And then we went down 2018, 19, 20 started coming up. And then the end of 2020, by Christmas 2020 to November of 2021, holy fuck, did we ever change our lives, didn't we? And it wasn't just 1 month of boom. It was a February that went boom, and then it was a whole bunch of months of down, and then another small boom, and then more months of down, and then we hit November and it went fucking crazy, and then it all came crashing. And even the crashing down wasn't just boom, it was down, and then back up, and then down. And then it was hard to tell what was really happening. And here we are now in the next cycle, about to go through it. Same thing will happen 2029, 2030, same cycle. Understanding this is a path. Understanding this is an opportunity. Understanding the 4-year cycle and not limiting all your decisions to the 4-year cycle, but using it as an example of, if I leave a 4 to an 8-year window, I have a huge opportunity. Now you're really getting it. So you understand, Woody, you had 2017. I bet you next cycle, 2029, Woody, you're still going to have crypto. Why? Because you get it. Even through bear market, you don't want to sell the crypto. You don't want to exit it into the fiat world, pay half of it to taxes. You want to get the assets as much as you can. And if we go through a bear market, well, then we hedge them. We supply liquidity. We earn some passive income on staking. We do what we can do, but we don't relinquish the asset. In fact, when it goes down, you know what we do? Crazy enough, we buy more. What's my opinion on Zcash? All hype right now just because of some talk right now about privacy coins being important. Oh, yes, I remember your name, Yo Chuck. Now you're Steve. Okay. You don't have any right now? Do you have any to give away? Do I have any what to give away? Crypto? No. My opinion is not to put your hand out and say, can I have some crypto like a little bitch? My hand is to fucking zip your zipper up, grab your balls, give them a little twist or a grab or whatever you need to do to feel some manhood in you, and then go out into the world, make some fucking money, and then go buy $20 worth of crypto your own self. And then go back out into the world, repeat, make some fucking money, and come back and buy another $20 worth of crypto. Don't run around in the world being like, can I have some? You have more than me, please. Oh, pity me. I'm so. No, because you know what you're doing? You're creating an existence of lack for yourself. While I live in an existence of abundance, like it just keeps coming to me and flowing me, I can't even stop and control it. You exist in a mindset of, oh, but I don't. So can you please? And because you exist there, that's where you continue to live. And that's why opportunity continues to go past you. It's handed to you right now, the opportunity to invest in crypto. And you instantly resort to, oh, but can you give me some? Instead of, wow, he's right. How do I get $20 and start my journey? Where's your mind at, everyone? If you're looking to connect with me off of line, you can book a free 30-minute consultation with me, but this is for people who wish to use my broker service. If you wish to hire me to broker your crypto account, you can check out our website at tokenizedfinancial.com, or you can hit the link in the top of my TikTok page and you can book a free 30-minute consultation with me. You must have $25,000 in money, in value, for me to build you a portfolio, or higher. 25 is our minimum. We have clients with millions of dollars, we have clients with $100,000, we have clients with everything in between, but 25 is our minimum. Once you have 25K at minimum, you can then come to me. I'll build you a portfolio, I'll build you an exit strategy. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. Or you can go to my website first, check out the website details, and then book a meeting through that. It's tokenizedfinancial.com. As far as just meeting with me to chat, that's a tough thing to do because I'm a busy guy. I would recommend joining our community Discord. I am in and out of there on a daily basis, chatting with the community. We are a worldwide crypto community, so I encourage you guys to join our Discord. And yes, love savings, you should get an offline wallet for your crypto. D is correct. David's going to be very rich because he's holding his crypto long term. He's not panicking over the market. He's not worrying about red. He's not worrying about green. He's not even worried about the bull run. He's just understanding that I just want as much of this as I can for as many years as are yet to come. What are my thoughts on centrifuge? It is one of my when people talk about RWAs or tokenizing of real estate or tokenizing of contracts, anything like that, centrifuge is hands down my favorite out of all of them. You hear people talking about all kinds of different property or real estate cryptos. In my opinion, centrifuge is number one in the game. They are so good, and they're built out of the Polkadot subnet. So they're built out of Polkadot, which means they're secure, they're scalable, they're interoperable, their technology stack is undeniably amazing if they're built out of Polkadot. You think he means 100K Bitcoin? Will Bitcoin go to 100K? I don't know. I mean, if it does, the market will then come back down red more, so that's a great opportunity to keep buying. User 650-492-888-5970. Thank you for your comment. His comment is, I bought back in 2019. HODL, you are giving great advice on Web3. Just put it in cold storage. And he understands what I mean. Just buy the crypto, stop looking at all the short-term market stuff that's going on, and just stick it into a wallet and wait. In fact, when it gets scary, just keep buying more, keep adding more. And he understands. When you do that, you're going to recognize that after a 2-3 year window, you're going to be like, wow, now I see what they're talking about. Now I know why hodling is the answer. Will ETH get to BTC cost? Yes. One day Ethereum will be $100,000 per token also. Yes. One day Bitcoin will be $1 million per token. Yes. And more. I don't know whether I know Bitcoin this cycle is going to hit 150K at least. It might even go more, even closer to 250K. But it's definitely going beyond 150K. But I don't know when. Will it happen by the end of the year? I don't know. And anyone wondering, will it happen by the end of the year? Let me tell you something. Have patience. Anyone asking what's going to happen by the end of the year, do you know what you're really saying? I need money and I'm impatient. And how soon? How soon? Are we almost there yet? Mom, Dad, are we almost there yet? That's really what you're saying. Who cares what happens between now and the end of the year? In my opinion, the more that this happens by the end of the year, the better. So I can just keep buying more. When it goes green, you know what's going to happen? When you really make money on this, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to look back in time and you're going to say, fuck, over the years, why didn't I just find ways to get more? So now I'm a millionaire. Why didn't I just ways to get more? I could have been a 10 millionaire. Fuck. So now I have a new house and a new car. Shit, why didn't over the last 4 years of all this jibber jabber market talk and excitement, why didn't I just put my brain toward just getting and getting and getting and getting more? Because here I am now with a big house and a new car that I never would have had if I didn't get into crypto. And the story can go on like that, as many different variations as you want. But it all boils down to, you're going to look back and say, oh, fuck. Why didn't I just grab a little? Just like today, you look back and you're like, oh, fuck, I heard about Bitcoin, but why didn't I just grab some? But I didn't. Shit. Right? Like, it's almost so simple that it's so simple that you overlook it. It's right there in front of you, therefore you don't see it. Who cares what happens by the end of the year, Industria? What's more important between now and the end of the year is not what Bitcoin or crypto does. What is important is what you do. What are you going to do between now and the end of the year to get as much crypto as you can? That's what you should be asking. What can I do to get as much crypto by the end of the year? I don't know what the price is going to be, nor does it matter. I just know that accumulating this, fast forward 5 years of my life, ching ching, good answer. That simplicity is the answer. What stops the government from cold wallets? A cold wallet is like a Swiss bank account. It's a numbered account that nobody can access except you. Except even a Swiss bank account has a centralized server, whereas a crypto offline account has no centralized server, which means if I have a wallet and I send some Bitcoin to this wallet, nobody can use this wallet or force that Bitcoin or transact in that Bitcoin except me, because I have the private key. If someone can extrapolate the private key from me somehow, then they could access it. But if they don't, no government, no entity, no AI, no quantum computer, nothing in the world is going to be able to access that elliptic curved cryptography information unless someone supplies the matching asymmetrical key to the other asymmetrical matching key, which is your private seed phrase. So a private seed phrase gives you like a Swiss bank account in your pocket, which is why ETFs are coming out, which causes you to go to your bank and give money to them so they have your custody like the bank works. They take your money and they make investments and then they give you a little bit of a fee. So it's going to be designed and rolled out to the world so that you as the individual doesn't know about self-custody. So you don't use a cold wallet, and all the exchanges and governments will have an access to contactcrypto.com or contact Coinbase Exchange and shut your account out, close you down. They'll have some way to do it through a centralized server. That's why self-custody offline is something you should be learning. And even if you keep some of your finances online to do everyday transactions as the world goes crypto, you should still have an offline self-custody wallet with your family savings. There's no more using a bank anymore. You are your own home bank. In fact, your entire family should be banked right here at home. An account on here for me, an account on here for my wife, an account on here for my daughter, an account on here for my son, an account on here for my cat, and everybody's money in there. In our control, our self-cut, no government, no entity, no service can, and at any hour of the day, me or anyone in my family can transact with any other human being in the world who also transact with crypto. There's no time limit. There's no open and closed markets. There's no intermediary that I have to wait. Can I send my $3,000 to Joe? Can you please verify my... No, it's just I verify, send it to Joe. Joe verifies, he receives it. There's no intermediaries anymore. There's no time frame. There's no limiters anymore. Not only does that remove cost, it removes the ability to operate. We can operate whenever we want, at any hour, at any time, do any kind of commerce we want. And as the world becomes tokenized, for example, my $1 million house gets tokenized into an NFT. Well, now I can go on chain and John can just buy my fucking house by clicking on the NFT, clicking buy. The NFT leaves my wallet and goes to his wallet. So now he owns my $1 million house, and his $1 million in crypto gets transferred into my wallet. No lawyers, no intermediaries, no real estate agent, no platform. All of that destroyed because of the peer-to-peer nature of cryptocurrency. The peer-to-peer direct self-custody operation that the government doesn't want you to understand. Sure, they'll let you invest in some crypto, but they're going to do everything to not let you have custody of it. In the future, I anticipate cold wallets to be deemed illegal. In the future. These will be used for people who just store some away and hide it from the government because they're illegal. Just like back in the 1930s when they made gold illegal and made everyone sell it, and anyone who didn't sell it went and stashed it away and hid it somewhere. That's going to be the exact same thing with cold wallets in the future. If your cold wallet is not approved by certain governments or certain things, then you will be eliminated. Where are we going? We are going to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not going as fast as you think. We're going to go to the moon over the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of your life, not the next 10 weeks of your life. Hey, Chris in KY says he had his backpack stolen. And inside of his backpack was his SecuX cold wallet. Uh-oh, what happens if someone steals my cold wallet? Well, that's why you have a 24-word seed phrase. So all Chris had to do was just go buy himself a new wallet, type in his seed phrase, which is the asymmetrical key, which is the ownership of the blockchain crypto. And as soon as he entered into the wallet, whoop, all of his crypto was recovered. So as long as you have the password, the encrypted key to enter, doesn't matter what happens to your wallet. You could just go buy another wallet. Just like if you lose your computer, you don't lose your email because it's sitting on the internet. You're not going to lose your crypto. It's not in the wallet. It's actually sitting on the blockchain, just waiting for the key to verify that you're the owner. Where is the bottom of this market? Nobody knows that. It's impossible to know when the bottom of the market is. The bottom of the market, in my opinion, was in 2022. And the next bottom of the next cycle will be the bottom of late 2027. Why are some people so dumb? N-Rays Extreme Weather Roofing says, XRP is a scam. Nobody is using it. Like, this is just a sign of somebody who's either very stupid or very emotional and obviously hasn't done any research. Emotional meaning I bought it, it's gone down. I bought it at $3 in 2017 and I haven't made any money, something like that. Or it's supposed to have all these partnerships and I can't find them, but they haven't really done any research. They don't know that Ripple Swell is partnered with all of the biggest financial companies on the planet, which is Ripple literally partnered with everybody on the planet as far as money goes. Fucking JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, they're all in that group. So that shows that N-Rays Extreme Weather Roofing really doesn't know what he's talking about. He hasn't done any research, which is interesting about people who talk shit about XRP. What they're really saying is, oh, I bought XRP and it's gone down and I haven't really done any research and I don't really understand long-term utility, but because I haven't made instant money like I heard some guy over there made on his meme coin, it's trash. Perception, perception. Any take on RSR, reserve rights? It's actually a very popular cryptocurrency in Latin America, not anywhere else though. For that reason, it doesn't have a worldwide adoption capability at this time, and I wouldn't recommend it. What's my opinion on Zcash? It's all talk right now, and a whole bunch of influencers are pumping it right now only because there was releases made by a whole bunch of big financial institutions saying privacy is going to be the next gold mine, which means big companies like JP Morgan and BlackRock, when they launch blockchains that have privacy on them so that their investors can do stuff that we as the public can't see on an open centralized ledger or open decentralized ledger, that's what they mean by privacy. But all the dummy influencers think, oh, privacy coins, so they're all pumping privacy coins. Like, the influencers in crypto, man, I tell you, like they're just, they're worse than the customers. You know what, Electromech? I like you, buddy. We're friends now. Taos, you definitely have to have a cold storage wallet, 100%. Anyone telling you not to use an offline wallet is just trying to scam you because they don't want you to have your wallet in a place where they can't hack you. Some people will say, oh, don't use an offline wallet, it's not safe. But let me direct you to a safe wallet. Do you understand? They're just trying to scam you. XRP market cap is not relevant. There is no layer one right now that has a relevant market cap. You guys don't understand tokenization. Quadrillions of dollars are going to be tokenized into crypto over the next 25 years. In the next 5-year window, we're probably going to see $100 trillion in tokenization, which means crypto market cap is going to go from the $4 trillion it is today to $100 trillion in the next 5 to 6 year window. Think about that, everyone. The market cap today is not a relevant number. It's just a bunch of talk from people who don't really see the big picture. Do you think market cap 10 years ago mattered for Bitcoin or Ethereum? When Ethereum was $2 when I started buying it, did the market cap matter? Do you think that in 2016 when I was buying Ethereum at $2, I was looking at it thinking, oh, what's the market cap? Oh, it's not going to grow. Oh, but it's got... Do you think that's what I was doing, or do you think I was a fucking genius for loading up on it at $2? Remember how I said in the future, you're just going to look back and all the noise is going to fall to the side and what you're really going to say is, fuck, why didn't I just buy more? Now you're starting to see the proof in the pudding. Happy Tuesday to you, Shark. Keep swimming, my friend. There's not 88 trillion XRP. And Ubis, go do some fucking research, bro. Don't come here with your non-knowing shit. Oh, there's this many. No, there's not. At least go to their website or go to CoinMarketCap and go look at their fucking token supply and then come back and write the information. 88 trillion. What are you, fucking high? This is not Dogecoin. Or sorry, this is not Shiba Inu. They have 100 billion tokens. Go do some research. And yes, Bitcoin has 21 million. So Bitcoin has less coins, which would equate a higher value for an equatable market cap. But market cap, again, today doesn't matter. It's $4 trillion. It's going to be $400 trillion in the future. You're just not getting it. I'm not here to convince you. There you go, Bobby. You bought Bitcoin 2014. It was about 15K, and you've done nothing but buy since then, haven't you? And every time it went up and started coming down, you didn't panic. Oh, it's over. You bought more, didn't you? And there's probably a few times along the way where it was going up and you bought some and then it came down. You're like, oh shit, I should have waited. But ultimately, you still understand, I just want to get more. That's a good plan. You have a small amount of XRP and you're going to plan to buy a little bit more every week or every month or other cryptocurrencies. That's a methodical plan to build a portfolio. And you're right. Whoever made that comment, Manny Two Guns. Once we see a little bit more legal clarity, right now there's a lot of fear going on, especially in the altcoin season, especially with all the spam shit that happened with Solana this year for meme coins. So it's kind of given the meme coin and the altcoin market a pump and dump bad name a little bit. So once we see a little bit more legal clarity with token launches, with releases and things like that, we're definitely going to see a much more adoptive phase happening. And ultimately, this just equates to keep stacking while you can. In fact, the redder it is, the bigger the opportunity it is. The cold wallet that I was holding was the SecuX V20. Link is in my TikTok page if you want to get one. If you're looking for expert help, you can hire me as a broker for your crypto portfolio, but you need to be in the 25K range or higher, and you can hire my broker services. Feel free to visit my website at tokenizedfinancial.com. Link is in the top of my TikTok page for anyone who wishes to book a free 30-minute consultation with me. Once again, 25K or higher, and then I can build your portfolio. I'll build your portfolio, I'll build your exit strategy, and I'll let you know how to navigate the 4-year cycle, as well as pay attention to all upcoming opportunities as we're in an ever-growing, ever-evolving crypto space right now. I didn't say the government could block a cold wallet. I'm not sure what you heard, Brandon. I said get a cold wallet because the government can't attack your cold wallet. Cryptocurrency update. Be very careful, everyone. He's a scammer. He's in the chat right now writing @Roll, whoever Roll is. He's saying @Roll Tide. DM me for that. So that's a scammer. The first thing scammers are going to do to you guys out there is they're going to DM you, direct message. They're going to get you out of the community chat into a private chat so they can lead you somewhere else, likely to WhatsApp or likely to Telegram or somewhere where they can have an encrypted chat with you, and then they're going to scam you. So be very, very careful. Cryptocurrency update is a scammer in our community today. I'm going to block him, but I'm just using him as an example to let you guys know. There's thousands of other ones that will come through my channel that I can't catch all of them. So just a reminder to anyone following my channel, if you're getting a direct message from anyone, it's just scammers targeting the community because they think you're investors with money and you don't know what you're doing, and they're going to have an opportunity to scam you. Any direct messages are scams. Listen to my words, everyone. It drives me crazy when people come to me later. They're like, yeah, I got scammed once before. And I'm like, was that before or after you heard me say 500 fucking times, don't talk to direct messages? And they're like, well, yeah, but I wasn't sure. And they're so hungry to make money. Like, just so hungry that you become a victim. Yes, Bitcoin will be $1 million one day, Jimmy. In fact, it will go all the way to $10 million in enough time. There's cryptocurrency update again saying to Michaela Germoni, DM me for that. He's just trying to DM you to scam you, Michaela. Do not DM him and ignore any DMs from him or anyone else. What up, Chief Jet? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Billy, the answer is HODL. The same way you don't sell your Ferrari, buddy. You hodl it. And your depreciation hits you, and then after a while it plateaus, and then it just starts becoming more than it was worth before, right? It's no different than your Ferrari. Hodl on, my friend. The cold wallet that I personally use is the SecuX V20. There's a bunch of good wallets out there. SecuX V20 is my personal favorite wallet. That's the one I like. But, you know, this is also, I've had this now for 3 years. There's a bunch of new wallets out I haven't tried yet as far as like their newest features. I haven't really had a full experience yet with the new Ledger Stacks, although I don't like the price of it. I have one client at Tokenized Financial who purchased the wallet, and it was very limited with space with how much you had to put on it. So you had to buy multiple devices, which is why they stack. But then it's making me buy like 5 wallets to hold all my crypto. So it's a little bit of a price grab. So I'm not necessarily loving that. The new Alipal wallet looks really good. The new X card, the new Tangem wallet. I'm hearing a lot of positive things from a lot of my community about the new Tangem wallet. And when they first came out, I shit all over them. I didn't like their wallet. It was trash. And now it seems it's really, really good. A lot of people are liking it. So crypto wallets, first of all, are in an evolution phase. Number 2, the wallet that's best is not rated by which one has the best statistics. It's rated by which one do you feel the most comfortable using. Which one is the design that you like. I personally like this shape. I like the feel of it in my hand. I like that it's got an aluminum hard shell and I can bang it around. I like that I can tap the screen and I can scan it. It's touchscreen like my phone. I like those features about it. I've heard from my community members that they don't like this one as much. They like the smaller W20 version, which is just kind of like a smaller held version. They like the feel of it. Preference. I have some customers who have the Ledger wallet and they still use that, and that's the one they're comfortable with. I have some customers who use Alipal wallet or Tangem wallet or Descent wallet, and they feel comfortable with those wallets. That's fine. Those are maybe not wallets I would recommend based on the one that I use, but again, that's just opinion. So the one that you use is the one that you're most comfortable with. And the most important thing that you're doing is you're understanding self-custody and you have private keys. In the future, the IHodlLife store, we will offer all kinds of different wallets available in our store for you to purchase. You'll be able to get a bunch of different brands inside our store once we actually open up the physical IHodlLife merchandise stores. The whales are always trying to make you panic, devil dogs. In fact, the whales do big moves to pull the market down on purpose just so they can let their rich buddies in who finally said, okay, I'm ready to play. Okay, Mr. Sheik, blah, 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 blah. Come on over here and put your billions of dollars in. We'll just fuck the market for you for a week so you can enter, sir. You think I'm joking? Big enough money can move markets. The wallet that's the safest is an offline wallet. Ghosty, I don't do trading. So as far as selling some ICP to buy it back later, it's not something I would recommend because I don't know when you bought in. I don't know if you're in profit. I don't know if you're not in profit. In our Discord, we do have an insiders room where I do give some buy and sell signals when it makes sense in the market. Because we're so close to bull season, there's not really a whole lot of selling that should be going on right now. It should just be hodling, waiting, and accumulating. However, do what you like. That's not going to happen, ARC advertising. You're dreaming. You're saying, I don't want to buy coins while they're going down. I want to wait till they're at the very bottom, buy them, and then they only go up. I mean, you're dreaming. That's not real. If that was real, then it wouldn't be investing. It would be a sure shot for everyone to do. You don't buy 10 shares of Ethereum. You just buy 10 coins. They're not shares. They're coins. But they equate to a share in equation of value. But we don't call them shares. That's for the traditional world. That's how I know you're a traditional investor when you call it a share. It's a coin or a token. So if you buy 10 Ethereum coins and they're now at $3,300 a coin and it goes up to $4,700 a coin, you could sell it and make $1,000 profit. Or you could see long-term vision and you can hold it and it could be worth $100,000 in the future and you can leverage it like you would be doing with your Bitcoin today. Do you think the people that became Bitcoin billionaires became billionaires by selling their Bitcoin when they made $1,000 profit? They made billions by holding on to it. And even when there was $10,000 profit, they didn't sell. And even when there was $100,000 profit, they didn't sell. They hodled. And when those guys made billions, do you think they sold? No, they didn't. They still own it. They leveraged it. They didn't sell it. Selling your crypto at $1,000 profit is a waste of your fucking time. Unless you're an active daily trader, this is a waste of your fucking time. This is not profit. If you don't have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times on your money, you haven't made any profit yet. It's important to remember, guys, I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to convince you that you should get this because by this time it's going to... I'm not. I don't fucking care. It's your choice. I'm giving you golden change your fucking life opportunity information. But I'm just putting it on the table for you, my friends. You must have the aptitude to pick it up and use it. I can walk the horse to the fucking water, but you, my friend, have to choose yourself to drink. I'm not here to convince anyone. You don't know how to get over the fear to book an appointment of TF? Well, first of all, you send me a heart me, so your heart me's not gray, Annika, or Ankika. Why can't I say your name right? Ankika. I'm just going to call you AH. So, AH, you just hit the link in the top of my TikTok page and book a meeting with me. If you have $25,000 range or higher and you wish to talk to me about brokering your account, then book a free 30-minute consultation with me. You're not obligated to use my service. I'm not obligated to offer you the service. We're just going to chat. We're going to meet. We're going to discuss, make sure we have good personality match and synergies, and then I'm going to build your portfolio for you if you wish me to. And if not, then we say thanks. Have a nice day. Keep following my community. Of course, I didn't speak on VWA because I wouldn't recommend that, and I wouldn't recommend MonsterBot right now either. And I think you mean MasterBot. It's good hype right now, but that's what it is. It's hype. And would I recommend to a new investor to go buy MasterBot right now before they go buy XRP, Ethereum, Solana? I mean, no, I wouldn't, because those are sure shots, and this is a maybe it could, maybe it won't. For someone who has a 50, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 portfolio, and he says to me, hey, Tristan, I got an extra 2 or 3 grand I want to put in. Well, yeah, then we might be looking at something like some MasterBot or some Aster or some Hype, which are some pretty top, eccentric things in the crypto space. But those are risky could-bes, not smart portfolio choices. Smart maybe, but risky maybe. And when you build a certain portfolio, you have to have a balance of what's risky and what's not based on how much money you have. And that's what I mean by it's probably not something you're buying, unless you're at a certain dollar value. Because there's other things you should be buying. The entire US GDP is 23 trillion. How is what you're saying is possible? Well, Jimmy, you don't understand money. You're looking at the US GDP. But do you understand what the real estate market is worth? The real estate market is worth 100 trillion. The US GDP is 23 trillion, but the world of real estate is worth 100 trillion, which is 75 or 77 trillion dollars more than the US GDP. You think that the US GDP equates to the world of money, but you don't. You know what the US GDP doesn't include? It doesn't include my expensive watch collection that's worth $250,000. It doesn't include that. But as soon as I take my $250,000 watch collection that is not accounted for other than the receipt paper that I have in my hand, and I tokenize it onto any ledger, let's call it Ethereum. Well, now Ethereum gets $250,000 market cap added to it because Tristan tokenized his value onto the blockchain. Nothing to do with the GDP of any country, nothing to do with the $100 trillion stock market, nothing to do with the $100 trillion housing market, nothing to do with the, this one starts with a Q, pay attention everyone, quadrillion dollar energy sector. Nothing has anything to do, the BTCC operates quadrillions of dollars annually in transactions. Quadrillions with a Q, my friend. Not a T, not trillion. Quadrillion. The next one. You don't know what market cap means, everyone. You don't know what value and tokenization means, everyone. If you think that just because there's only 23 trillion US GDP, that means that that's all the value in the world, you don't know what value is. The US GDP does not stand for my watch collection. It does not stand for my real estate. It does not stand for the world of real estate. It does not stand for the quadrillion dollars of energy sector. It does not stand for the value of every other country. When you start putting all of that together, the number becomes so big you can't even pronounce the fucking thing. That's how, Jimmy. You don't understand value. You don't understand that if we tokenize all the real estate in the world, That puts 100 trillion market cap into the crypto space. If we tokenize the stock market, the New York Stock Exchange, the TSC, the NYI, if we tokenize that onto a layer one, that layer one will go up by $150 trillion market cap. Plus the housing market at another 100. Now we have $250 trillion market cap, and we haven't even included the US $23 trillion GDP. Do you understand now, everyone, what value is versus money? Robert, my advice is just sell all your XRP so that I can buy it all, because you're just not getting it. $60 billion XRP in circulation, Robert. 100 billion token supply. What's my take on Proppy? Proppy's a good example of a cryptocurrency that's way overhyped when you should just be buying centrifuge. You want to talk real estate and tokenization, then you should be looking at centrifuge, not Proppy. And Proppy's not bad, but centrifuge smokes them. Like you're comparing a Ferrari to a Pontiac, you know. Jimmy, you don't have to understand it for it to be possible, just so you understand. You don't have to get it. It doesn't have to make sense to you for it to happen. The internet didn't make sense to you, but it happened, didn't it? What are my thoughts on Doge and Shiba? These are risky gamble tokens. These are not smart investment tokens. So if you build a portfolio, let's say for 50K, you should only have maybe 3 grand in there of those tokens, the rest in all of other really good cryptos. But it's okay to have a little bit in those, because those are high volatility, and high volatility means up just as much as it means down, which means there could be potential opportunity. But I only recommend this for people who are attentive to the crypto space. If you're not attentive, you're going to miss the time window, and then you better just be stacking long-term holds instead. A portfolio should be uniquely designed based on each person's strategy and style. What will XRP in 3 years? It'll be a price that's going to make me wish I just kept buying more all these 3 years. And yes, XRP ETFs are supposed to go live. Solana ETFs are going live. HBAR just had an ETF go live. Crypto's taking off everywhere. The adoption phase is happening. For anyone who can't see that right now, you're just, I mean, maybe wealth just isn't for you. Any thoughts on Mina? I don't recommend Mina, Lionel. Decent protocol, but I don't recommend it. You love my direct way of communication. Well, you're welcome. I mean, I rub some people's feathers the wrong way when I lip them right up. But hey, you know, I'm genuinely me. Meet me in real life, I'm exactly the fucking same. How much XRP is enough? As much as you can get. Let me ask you. How many millions of dollars is enough? Or how many dollars is enough? Or how much money is enough? Well, I mean, I'm not sure that I could put a number there, because I could always be gladly to have more. I could give me $1 billion. I mean, be happy with 5 billion. You could give me 10 billion. I'm sure I'd be happy with another 10. So how much is enough? As much as you can get. The answer to how much is enough is how much can you accumulate without destroying the nucleus of your life, without making you not have groceries, without making you miss out on rent, without making you miss out on opportunity in your life. How much can you safely and affordably put over into crypto assets, not worry about it, not come back to it in 6 months being like, oh, but I need that money to pay my bill. No, that money is separate from that. Go out and make more money and pay your bills then. You need to be able to create that separation. That's what's really important, not how much you have. If you could just separate it from your everyday money and just keep it as something that stays outside of that, that is more important than how much you have. Because the guy who has 1 million versus the guy who has 1,000, and the guy who chooses to just sit on it and keep accumulating it versus the guy who thinks he's going to keep playing the market, one person is going to grow generational wealth. The other person might just make some money, even though he started with more money. And yes, if you have your crypto in an exchange, it goes up and down in value. If you have your crypto in an offline wallet, it still goes up and down in value, because the price of the crypto is based on the market value. Let me ask you a question, Scene Sounds 55. If I handed you a bar of gold, Does it matter where you put the bar of gold for the price of gold on the market to change? The price of gold on the market fluctuates buying and selling and value, etc. So if I have a bar of gold and I put it in my closet, or I put it in a shoebox, or I bury it in the ground, or I take it to the bank and I put it in a safety deposit box, does the location of the gold have anything to do with its market value? No, it doesn't. So why would where my crypto is, whether it's on an exchange or whether it's in my offline, why would that not change the value? It's crazy to me for someone to think, but if I put my Bitcoin offline, does that mean it stays at that price and it doesn't go up? Well, if you bury gold in your backyard and gold goes up by $100,000 in price, does that mean your gold didn't go up because it was? No, it's the same. It goes up too. Location is not relevant. It's market price. Market price of Bitcoin doesn't give a fuck where the Bitcoin's located. In fact, I can tell you where the Bitcoin's located. All of it's located on the Bitcoin blockchain. There's no Bitcoin in your wallet. There's only asymmetrical keys in your wallet. One public key, which is the address we can send to. One private key, which is your 12 or 24 word seed phrase that you type into it. Other than that, there's nothing in the wallet. It's just a window when you have the matching keys to show you what's on the blockchain in your name, what you have entitlement to. But the asset itself never left Bitcoin blockchain. So even though you have assets in a cold wallet, you don't actually have any assets in that wallet. You just have private keys in that wallet. The assets are still on the blockchain, still being affected by the market price. And even if you could physically move them to your physical wallet, they would still reflect the same idea that it doesn't matter where the asset is, the market price still fluctuates. Do I have a background in economics? Hell yeah, I grew up broke as fuck with a single mom and 4 brothers and no money and had to change everything myself and used to work a 9-to-5 job and had to go to Money Mart and borrow money just to make it to my next fucking paycheck, all the way till I was like 30 years old in my life, struggling and fighting. And then one day crypto came to my life, and now I wake up in the morning with the most luxury anyone could ever have. No schedule, slow mornings, time to do as I please. This is luxury in life, my friend. And all came from me building a life in crypto. All came from me mastering the economic of being poor to becoming rich. And now I teach other people how to be wealthy. So that's my background in economics. As far as education, I didn't even go to public school or high school. I didn't go to school, period, at all. That's why I'm so fucking intelligent, because I wasn't taught to think like other people. I wasn't taught to believe every single piece of information that was handed to me. And that's why I can see the crypto market a way other people don't see it, because I'm not trained by anyone. My background is real economics. I'm broke as fuck, bro. You guys out there, and it's funny because people out there think, oh, I should go talk to someone who has $1 billion and listen to him because he did it right. But what you don't understand is that guy's giving you information to make you not be rich, because he's rich enough to know that he can't let you get rich, because he has rich enough buddies that are part of a group that says we don't let those people get rich. And if you become a person who teaching those other people how to get rich, we're all not going to be your billionaire friends anymore. In fact, we're going to put pressure on you and on your businesses. Do you know how much pressure I get on my channel from TikTok, from other things? Because I teach about self-custody and I teach people how to get rich? I get pressed all the time because you're not supposed to know those things. Billionaires don't want to be my friend because they can't stay rich if you're not poor. If you start getting rich, the balance shifts. They don't want everyone to get wealthy. All the billionaires in the world are a bunch of fucking assholes that never want you to make any money. Very, very small, select few of them care about other people. And as soon as they start showing that, all the other billionaires in the world start breathing down their neck and they can't do anything about it. And if you force back, they kill you. What do you think happened to fucking Bruce Lee? What do you think happened to Prince? I could go on and on with the name list of people who thought they were going to say fuck you to the elite and do it their own way. What happens to XRP if the world economy collapses? All of the crypto market will collapse with it. And then when the new market revamps, because it has to revamp, it has to come back, the crypto market will exist and the old market will be eradicated. So therefore, crypto assets, traditional assets, everything crashes. The crypto assets will eventually grow back because they will be the structure of the new future, and all the old ones will be obsolete like old data that doesn't exist on a computer anymore. Jim, don't tell people how much XRP you have. You're just going to get your direct messages filled up with scammers. Never tell people how much crypto you have. You don't walk around telling people how much is in your bank account. Why do you tell people how much crypto you have? Use your brain, everyone. B-Rock, stop asking me what I think XRP is going to be in the next 3 years. Like, just stop spamming your fucking questions, people. Like, I must have answered the question 2 times, and I must have read what do I think the price is going to be at least 50 times. Like, how many times can you fucking spam it? Why are people so fucking ignorant? Well, B-Rock, you just got yourself muted. Thanks for spamming my chat, my friend. Next time, have some integrity and respect for everybody else's comments. I see Manny. Manny says, at high story, you haven't seen the real Tristan popping off yet. So somebody must have been saying, calm down. What's going on, Tristan? And Manny's right. You haven't seen anything yet. I'm quite calm today. You will know if Hulk is smashing. Yes, Ray, if you're just starting, be very careful. One of the biggest mistakes people make is someone direct messages them, and then they think it's somebody helping them, and then they get scammed. So many people end up in the IHodlLife community, and they're like, yeah, I got scammed, but I'm glad I'm here and I'm safe now. Join our community Discord. If you don't have Discord, it's just a chat app on your phone you can download. Link is in the top of my TikTok page. We're a worldwide crypto community. You can join our chat app, and we have a worldwide community going on at 24 hours a day. You can hop in, you can chat, you can discuss, and most importantly, anything going on in your crypto world, you can ask about it in our community chat, and our community will let you know if it's legit or if it's a scam or if who you're talking to shouldn't be, so on and so forth. I encourage all of you out there to hit the link in the top of my TikTok page and join the IHodlLife community Discord, or at least hit that like and follow on my channel here. I'm live on Tuesdays and Sundays, and of course you can follow me on YouTube and Twitter X at IHodlLife. I'm only screaming because I'm passionate. If I was screaming because I was angry, it would be a very different scream. Then you get people starting companies like FTX. I don't understand what you mean. FTX was a company that was just exploiting the new crypto technology, which is inevitable of any technology. You don't think people exploited the internet when it was first released? Of course they did. Is Render a good project? Yes, it is, running on the Solana blockchain. Are we going into bear market or beer market? He says, are we going to beer market? Well, I'm not going to the beer market because I don't drink alcohol. So I'm not going to the beer market with you. You guys are just going to have to go do that on your own while I stay home and make money. But as far as a bear market, yes, we will receive a bear market. I'm anticipating late 2026. You got laid off work and lived off your XLM for 3 months. Now that's hodling. Life changes. Good thing I've been hodling assets. Remember how I said your assets eventually just become a hedge of your life the more you stack them? There's a perfect example. Things got a little struggled for a short period of time and you had a little house of protection there built for you. 10 XRP per person is just the 10 XRP required to open a wallet which carries a certain balance of liquidity which stabilizes the structured network. More blockchains should require 1 or 2 tokens in a wallet for structured stability like that. XRP was smart to do that. No, it's not time for bear market yet. HBAR is definitely looking good. And yes, they do have an integration with Oracle and NVIDIA. I didn't see Flare had an ETF. I didn't know that, Manny. Can I recommend a great AI crypto? Yes, I recommend Tau, especially today while it's down almost 20%. What a great day to buy some BitTensor Tau. I guarantee you, because it's down 18% today, in the next, let's call it 48-ish hours, let's call it 3 days, the next 3 to 4 days, I bet you Tau is going to be up 10, 15, 20%, which means if you buy it right now, you're going to get about a 10, 15% jump on your money, which isn't huge. You put $1,000 in, it'll be up 100, 150 bucks. Well, you're welcome, Morgan. My time and my knowledge is here to share it with you. But actually, when I do Tech Talk Tuesdays, I usually only do 1 hour. I go from noon until 1, and it's already 2. I've been here for 2 hours, and time has just flown by. So I'm going to try to get through some of these comments, and then we'll end today's live. What do I know about the token called Algo? It's an ISO coin, Etch. You should go research this. This is a very, very important crypto. Algorand is the name of the blockchain. Algo is the ticker symbol for the coin. And it is a coin, it is a layer 1 blockchain. And it's an ISO coin, it's a powerhouse. XLM is also a powerhouse. It's right up there with Algorand. Both of those guys are partners in the ISO group. Tapping is clapping. That's right. If you guys want to clap for me, tap that screen. I'm 19. What's the best thing I should do at my age? Well, I hope you're really paying attention to what I'm about to say. You should learn crypto and AI technology. So that doesn't mean going and buying a whole bunch of crypto coins. That means understanding, education of what is blockchain and crypto and what's this underlying technology he's talking about. What does he mean when he says the whole financial system is going to go on the blockchain? What does he mean when he says the whole stock market and real estate market is going to go on the blockchain? What does this tokenization word really mean? And if you really dive into that at the age 19, you're going to have a fundamental understanding on where the whole world is going with tokenization. And then no matter what you do in your business or your skill set, you're going to have that knowledge along with the next section that I'm going to tell you, which is AI. And you can learn AI just by downloading apps on your phone that are free and just playing with them, going online and searching free AI stuff just to fiddle with and play. Because as you learn how the AI modules work, opportunity will open as new AI created jobs appear all around the world for people who understand AI technologies. So focusing on crypto and blockchain tech and AI, no matter who you are, where you live, or what your profession is, those will tie into your life in some form of automation or some form of finance or asset or some type of money movement. So for those reasons, not only will you position yourself to be a leader for the next 25 years in technology, you're likely going to land some type of position that's going to be paying a lot more. For example, are you a developer right now developing code for computers? Well, you should really be developing code for a blockchain. You want to know the difference? A computer developer is making 100 grand a year. A blockchain developer is making 300 grand a year. They're both just sitting on their computer doing coding. And sometimes they're even coding in the same language. They just fear blockchain, so they stay over there on the internet. All you developers out there, you're crazy for not jumping on the blockchain train right now. Because of the pay difference. Same thing, you're just coding. But the fear of what's the blockchain? I don't know. So the answer, 19, is your education towards AI and blockchain. You dive into those, and that's the greatest thing you're going to do, because now it's going to teach you to build a little bit of a portfolio, incorporate tokenization, NFTs, crypto tokens, AI automation into whatever it is my future path might be. And those two focuses alone right there are going to position you leagues ahead of the average human being. What's happening in the market? It's a sale day. Didn't you see the big yellow sign? 20% off. Come on in. What does staking really mean? Staking means supplying liquidity. So I supply you with $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. So that gives you $100,000 on your book so that you can do more lending and borrowing. And then I'm able to get a residual income paid out to me because I supplied that money, or I supplied that liquidity for you to be able to grow. That's right. Best place to keep your crypto is in a cold wallet. Thank you. If you guys liked my answers, don't forget to send me a heart me. Don't forget to tap that screen and show me some love. We're going to wind down my live here in just a few minutes. Don't forget, everyone, I'm live every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Tuesdays occasionally on noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time also. So make sure to come out. Sundays is an Ask Me Anything Crypto. Tuesdays, we generally get into a little bit more tech talk. We talk a little bit more technical details. Today, we kind of just chitter-chattered about everything. But we really go by what happens in the chat. Jim, if you like my channel, don't forget to hit that like and follow. Don't forget to send me a heart me, become part of my fan club. Like I said, I'm live here every Sunday offering you guys free crypto education. My name's Tristan. I'm the founder and the CEO of IHodlLife, the world's only crypto brand. And I'm also the founder and the CEO of Tokenized Financial, crypto asset management service. So we basically teach you guys how to build portfolios and how to enter the crypto space. We're the Edward Jones of crypto. I feel like I'm getting yelled at by my dad. Jim, welcome to my channel. Just don't call me dad. I do say often, I say my community are my children. I say to people all the time, in fact, I scold them all the time. I'm always in here. What did you do with your crypto? I'm always scolding them for what they don't know. I'm such an asshole. But don't call me dad. Rear row, the market is dumping so that you can buy more, my friend. It was thinking about you. It really wanted you to get more cheaper. Four days doesn't mean anything in crypto. 4 weeks doesn't mean anything in crypto. What, ISO coins to buy? All of them? Hey, you're welcome, Munazni. I do try to put everything into an explainable way, in an understandable way, a way that you guys can pick up the concept and then, of course, apply it to your own lives. Our Scud staking is basically just supplying liquidity. We'll maybe have a chat someday about that. Don't forget to send me a heart me as well, Scud. Solana versus Quant. Well, there's no versus. Solana is a layer 1 and Quant is a data system for the ISO coins. So both have extremely important use cases, opposite use cases. It's like comparing a hammer to a car. They're both incredibly important in the world, but they both are totally different. There's totally different reasons why you would want a hammer or why you would want a car. Totally different reasons why you'd want a Solana or a Quant as far as what their use case is, but both extremely necessary and valuable. Thanks, Ferg. Thanks for your positive comments. Stick around and don't forget to hit that like and follow right here on my channel. I'm live every Sunday and occasionally on Tuesdays. Gerald McDeal, that is correct. I am the real deal. I'm not here shilling you guys anything. Feel free to stick around. This is the only cryptocurrency channel that you need. Hey, thanks for that comment. Although you don't know me, you've become one of my favorite people. Thanks for all the valuable info. Well, shout out to you, Billy. I don't know who you are, but maybe I should. Maybe one day we'll sit down and have a steak together. Sliced Bread says, IHodlLife is the best crypto community anywhere, so I encourage you guys to join our community. The bear market is not starting yet. No, we're still a good few months away from that. We haven't even left Ethereum dominance. We still have mid-cap dominant, large-cap dominance, mid-cap dominance, alt season, and meme coin. We still have all of that to go through, which is like, that could be a whole year before we go through that. I expected by now, by October, November, we would be done Ethereum dominance. We would already have seen large cap coins like Cardano and XRP all already starting to make moves, and we'd be moving into the mid cap. But we're not. We're barely leaving Ethereum, or barely leaving Bitcoin into Ethereum. Like the cycle is in a different position than where I expected it to be at this point, but the cycle is still in position. It's just the time frame is not what we want it to be. Once again, hodlers will win. That's right. Your cold wallet only holds your keys to the blockchain. The crypto is left on the blockchain. That's right, Jay. Thanks, Shark. Thanks for coming out here and tuning into my lives. I appreciate your comments and I appreciate your interaction. Hey, Rocka63 says, 3 years ago, I started hodling XRP based on Tristan's advice, and he is thanking me today. What was it 3 years ago? 50 cents? 50-ish cents you were buying it at? Smile, bro. You're on camera. Come on, Kate. Take your camera shot now. Look at them yellow teeth. And then coffee-stained teeth. Where's my coffee? Give me some more coffee. Those aren't yellow enough for me. Give me some more coffee. If something's going to kill me in this life, it's going to be coffee. You know, I can control everything in my life, but coffee, I just don't stop drinking the stuff. Harold, we are definitely not in the bear market, dude. Copium. Harold, you weren't here last bull run, were you? You weren't here in 2017. You weren't here at the previous cycle in 2020, were you? That's why you don't know it's not bear market yet. No, crypto has not been in bear market since 2024 ACR. That is absolutely incorrect. We've been in bull season since April of 2024. And even though the price goes down, because I got news for all you people who don't know crypto, bull run doesn't look like this. Bull run looks like this. Just so you understand, which means there's a lot of time in the bull run the price is going down. It's not what you think. It's not like, oh, it's green, it's bull run now. That's not bull run. That's just green movement. You don't understand the difference. Bull run is a 1.5 year window. Bear cycle is a 3.5 year window, equating to a 4-year total-ish 5-year cycle. And it seems like it's getting any longer based on the adoption phase right now. Means it's just suppressing out. But the growth rate is no different. So Harold, I recommend you sell all your crypto, bro. Yeah, just sell all your crypto. Get out of crypto. It's probably bear market. You're probably just going to lose all your money, so you should just get out of all of it. Yeah, don't worry about that. And when we all hit bull spark season, when we all make money, you'll be standing there with all your fucking tokens sold thinking, wow, why didn't I understand when Tristan said if I just bought the Bitcoin 10 years ago and I held on to it till now, I'd be a billionaire. But as soon as I think I'm smarter than the market and I know when bull run and I know when bear market and I know when to get in and when to get out, which is not true, that's when you're not going to become a billionaire, because you're going to sell your $50,000 investment for $100,000 and you're going to be like, woohoo, I made 50 grand. But you didn't make billions, did you? Because you didn't do it right. Because you didn't see the big picture. Because you think a bull market or a bear market is really the end all be all and it's just a tiny little fraction of a bigger game. When we build crypto portfolios for our clients, we don't build them for clients to get out of the bear market. We build them for clients to build assets for the next 50 years of their life. And in the bear market, we position ourselves, but we don't get out of the market. We don't run away from it. We don't sell our assets for fiat money like dummies. No. We want to get as many of those as we can. In fact, when it's bear market, you know what we're doing? We're buying more. In fact, in the whole 4-year cycle, it seems like 3.5 years of just buying. In fact, it's almost 4 years of buying, because the truth is we're still buying even as we're going. Because when it comes down, it never comes down to where it was before. It always only goes up. Always only goes up. I was showing this recently to some people, maybe last Sunday it was on my live, I'm not sure. Here's what the bull run cycle looks like. So now you guys can obviously see here, right here, bear market, bear market, bear market, and we haven't even gone into the bull cycle yet. So how are we in a bear market when we haven't even hit the bull? So we're still going to go way up here to 150, 180K Bitcoin before we go bear market. That's how I know you don't know what you're talking about, Harold. And here's the proof right now. Even if you bought in any one of those bear markets, the following cycle was higher than the previous one. Once again, it only goes up. If you started here and you paid attention only from here till here, you can say, oh, crypto went down. I bought it here and it went down. My 10K went to 1K. My 100K went to 10K. You're just a dummy that hasn't waited long enough. There's the proof. There's the fucking proof, my friend. Don't believe me. Pretend I'm an idiot. There's the proof. From 6 cents to 100K, it only goes up. Even when it hit bear market at its absolute hardest, it was still higher than it was previous bear market, previous bull run. Therefore, it's only ever gone fucking up. Copium my ass. You need some patience-ium. Turbo is a AI created coin, yes. Not one I would recommend though. It's an AI created meme coin. So an AI created hype coin, not an AI created utility coin. And I got news for you guys. AI doesn't always do everything better than humans because AI is limited to its input. Humans are not. Humans remember. AI does not. If there's an issue with the Discord, it could just be the link. What you can do, Raisin, is you can just download the Discord app on your phone, hit the little search engine, the little search bar, the little magnifying glass, and just type IHodlLife community, and then you'll find us that way also. What are my thoughts on Virtual and Desai? I don't recommend buying either of these cryptos. Although they're interesting, new, young protocols, you should just be stacking layer ones right now, not buying these new coins under the pretenses that you heard from other influencers. That's the new next thing and it's going to pop off, because it's just not going to happen that way. Thanks, Jason. I am very knowledgeable. In fact, I'm a pro in the crypto space. I encourage you to hit that like and follow. This is the only cryptocurrency channel that you need. And yes, XRP will be profitable. So will Fetch AI. That's a very good AI coin. I don't know what's causing the pump in ICP, but it's not a pump. Keep in mind, if you look at the downfall of ICP from $900 down to its current price, it's not a pump. It's basically retracing, and it's got a long years of retracing yet to go. Don't get fooled by the market just because you see some green. Don't get fooled by the market just because you see some red. Back up, everyone. Look bigger. Don't worry what your crypto is going to be at the end of the year. Ask, what's it going to be in 2035 if I keep stacking it? How close to a millionaire, billionaire will I be? Think of it that way, not what's it going to be by Christmas. And yes, as far as I know, we are going to see ETFs approved this month for XRP, which will have a big influx of money into the crypto space, because XRP, I will remind you all, something that you all overlook, XRP is the one and only, especially for the guy earlier that said XRP is shit, XRP is the one and only regulated cryptocurrency on the entire planet. It is the only cryptocurrency in the United States that has full green check marks approval on everything. It went through the lawsuit, it won, it passed, it got its check marks, it has an accolade that nobody else has. Approved. Even Bitcoin doesn't have the approval. Even though we know Bitcoin's for sure forever, it's going to be a reserve value for countries, it still doesn't have approved, but XRP does. Injective is one of my favorite DeFi protocols. CurveDAO is a very good DeFi protocol. The new Aster and the new Hype are really good DeFi protocols also. But overall, out of all of them, Injective is hands down my favorite DeFi play, and they are built out of the Cosmos ecosystem, and they are a powerhouse with DeFi. Should you sell everything? What the fuck kind of drugs are you doing? You thought I was going to get mad when you panic sold some of your crypto bags last night? Well, I can't get mad at you guys. I mean, it's your own stupidity. I can only tell you guys for so long. I don't get mad that you do that. I get mad that I wasn't able to reach you. I get mad that I wasn't able to teach you. I get mad that how was I not able to explain to SotoFace that yesterday was not the right time to sell his crypto? So I feel like, I failed. I failed SotoFace. Fuck, I didn't help him. And my job here is to help everybody, to help you grow in the crypto space. That's what I do. That's my job. It's my title. So I feel like I didn't help you, and I feel like, what could I have said? What could I have communicated more? What could I have done to educate further so Soto would have just got what I get, that you don't want to sell when it goes down. In fact, you want to buy more. Stop panicking, everybody. It blows my mind when people are like, oh, my crypto's down. I'm scared now. Why aren't you buying more? Did your decision change since you first bought it? Did you not see the long term? Did you not buy it the first time and know it's going to go like this? It's going to be all over the fucking place, but I'm buying it for the... Did you not know that when you started? Or did you just think, I'm going to buy it today and it's just going to go like this, and if it doesn't, I'm going to lose my shit? What was your game plan? So I'm not going to yell at you, even though I do yell at my clients sometimes. My tokenized financial clients, no, I'm not really yelling at them. I'm just being passionate. I have a big heart. I really do love all of my clients. I love my community very much so. I'm the kind of person that goes out of my way and will spend my own dollars to help somebody else, So for that reason, when I'm getting upset or I'm yelling at one of my clients, I'm not yelling at them like I'm hating on them or they're being bad. It's because I'm actually passionate about their success. I actually care about them. Some people see that, others overlook it, but I think most do. Most recognize that it's just a genuinity inside me that I'm really trying to make you win. And it frustrates me if you don't win. Thank you for the heart me's. If you're in my live right now and you haven't sent me a heart me yet, please do it. Boost my page. You don't need to send me any gifts. My channel is a gift for you, a gift of knowledge. But please send me heart me's because it boosts my TikTok algorithm. And feel free to tap that screen if you like my content. That's right, Chris Cox. You'll just wish you bought more. Would I buy Injective now? Yes, I would. Would I buy IOTA now? Yes, I would. But IOTA is a bit of a tough... IOTA and XDC are the two ISO coins that are very elusive. They're not available on a lot of exchanges. They're very hard to get. Very few wallets will allow you to support them. But if you can get your hands on them, even if you have to leave them on an exchange for now, grab yourself some IOTA and some XDC. In fact, grab yourself some of every ISO coin if you have the opportunity to do so. There's a reason why they're ISO approved. Do I think Binance has manipulated the market? Binance has always been manipulating the market. The second that hype came out, CZ Zhao was so fucking jealous that not only did he launch Aster, he completely tanked the market. So it's not Binance tanking the market. It's big whales making market moves, and they have such big amounts of money that it can literally cause markets to go up and down drastically. But that just shows you, once again, to back up, and these movements right here are not really relevant when I look at the big picture. CZ Zhao is not the only person on the planet with enough money to make huge manipulations. Trump's, billionaires around the world, and big institutions that you don't even know the names of have dollar values big enough to do this kind of stuff. And they do it. It could be something as simple as my buddy wants to enter the market. He decided he's a crypto investor now. So let's all get together, us bunch of billionaires, and fuck the market for a few weeks so our friends can now join us with what we've been doing for the last 2 years. Because now this is how big money plays the game, guys. I don't give a shit about you guys on the end or what you're buying with your $5,000 in crypto. Fuck you. He's worried about letting his $10 billion buddy make his entry into the game. And he's not going to do it on a green day. I'm a 55-year-old granny with no savings, and I'm not rich. Best advice for me. My best advice is for the past 55 years, you probably should have been doing some type of saving. And even though saving is not the answer, I don't recommend saving, I recommend investing. So we can't look back at the past and say, well, that's what you should have done because you can't go back and change it. However, we can't overlook and excuse, oh, I'm broke today. Well, what the fuck did you do for the last 55 fucking years? The word investing never entered your mind. The word saving never entered your mind. Here's me yelling at you. Why? Because I'm passionate about you winning. So now you have to think about that. Okay, so why for the last 55 years did I not get myself to a position I want? Oh, right, I didn't invest. Did you? Did you invest? No, you didn't. That's why you don't have anything. You want to know the difference between rich people and poor people? Rich people have assets. Poor people don't. Rich people go out into the world and try to get assets. Poor people go out into the world and try to make money, and then they spend that money. So if 55 years of your life has gone by, and you have no savings and no money, and you're not sure what to do, isn't it relevant to you right now that you're like, poof, wow, I should do what I didn't do for the last 55 years. I should do what I didn't do, which is I need to start investing. So maybe I only live another 5 years. Maybe I live another 55 years. I don't fucking know. But between now and then, let's start doing the right actions that we didn't do for 55 years, which is education, number one, paying attention, learning, reading, and listening. And then number two is just taking small incremental steps towards success. You don't have to have a ton of money to start in crypto. I started with $36. I was a brokey when I started in crypto. I started with my first $36 in Bitcoin. You could do the same. Go make $20, get a government check, whatever it is, and go put $20 in crypto. Next check, $20. Fast forward 5 years from now, you don't have $100 in crypto. You've got $200 or $300 in crypto, and oops, you happen to hit a bull run, and now you have $5,000 in crypto. For someone who has no money for 55 years, that matters. So my advice today to sum all that up is do what you haven't been doing for 55 years, which is pay attention and start investing your money. I don't care if it's $1 every week. Start investing some money. Start paying into investing the way you pay a bill. You pay to live somewhere. You pay to have a cell phone. You pay to eat food, but you don't pay to live a better life. How crazy are you people? Why is investing not a bill in your book of bills? Why is it not right up there? First bill we're going to pay: rent, food, investing. And then smoking, car payment, insurance, motorcycling, weekend trip, dinner with the wife, and so on and so. Why is that not way up there? Yet most people treat investing like, well, here's all of this, and then if I have a little extra money left over, well, I guess I can afford a little money here, and then intermittently I'll have a little extra money somewhere else, and I'll add a little extra money. You're not treating it like a consistent paying bill. If you did, you'd be wealthy in less than 10 years. Even if crypto didn't exist and it was just back to the traditional stock world like it was a few years ago, and you just held that mindset of just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, over 2, 3, 4, 5 years, not a ton of time, you would see something called a compounding effect, which is what I'm constantly trying to tell people in crypto. God damn it, your crypto isn't 3 years old. You always hear me saying, right? And the reason I say that, what it really means behind that, is you haven't put in the time to earn the reward yet. You haven't seen it yet. So that's my advice for you. Start investing. Would you stake or move to a cold wallet? I would move to a cold wallet at this time because we're in bull season. It's not the time to stake. I would be staking in the bear market. If the market crashes, buy more. BlockDAG is a scam. Just so you know, don't buy BlockDAG. It's a scam. Attaboy, Captain America. You're going to go research what we talked about today, and then you're going to come back next week with some chat. I'm live on Sundays, and I'm live on Tuesdays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Banks are not going to stake XRP. No, banks are going to disappear. All the physical banks that you guys see today are going to become donut shops, because your banking is going to be done to a streamlined app directly to a financial institution. There's not going to need to be a physical location. There's no more cash anymore. How do you find me on Discord? Just write in the Discord chat, "Hi, Tristan." And when I'm done my live today, I usually hop into the Discord and reply to some of the comments, and you'll see I'm IHodlLife. But be careful, even in our Discord, scammers will join the Discord. They'll put up a picture that looks like me. They'll name themselves IHodlLife so it looks like me, and then they'll direct message you and try and scam you. So just be careful, everyone. I do not direct message anyone. You have to communicate with me in the chat in front of everybody. If you want private communication with me, you can open up a ticket, and then me and the moderating team can see the conversation. This is a safety feature in our community. You can't get in a one-on-one and say, "Oh, Tristan said this." No, I didn't, because I wasn't in a one-on-one with you, or it was a video call and I had an assistant in the video with me. So everything is all safety that way. So if you want to find me in the Discord, just write "Hi" at Tristan or at IHodlLife, and later today when I get into the Discord, I'll respond to people. And you want to know something interesting? Do you know that I know it's a little bit crazy if you don't understand, but do you know that it actually doesn't even matter if we're in bull market or bear market? Because it doesn't change the fact that I want to gather crypto for the next 10 to 15 years of my life, as much of it as I can. It doesn't change that fact. So market movement is just something in between that fact. The truth is whether it's up or whether it's down, I want as much of it as I can for the next 15 years of my life. Go back 10 years ago until present day, I want as much of that fucking Bitcoin as I can. It's no different than your crypto bags now for the next 15 years of your life. How do you contact me to manage your accounts? You book a meeting with me. If you're not having a video call with me talking one-on-one, you're not talking to me, so be careful. You go to the link in the top of my TikTok page and you can book a free 30-minute consultation with me. Keep in mind you need to be in the 25K range or higher for me to broker and manage your account for you. And then you can just book a meeting with me. You can also go to my website, and on the website, you can just click the book me meeting, and it will automatically book a meeting with me as well. It's always a video call. You always see me face to face, or we're not doing business. I want to verify you and your money, and you want to verify me and my integrity. This is how good business is done. And we are looking to open up very soon our first tokenized financial stores. So all of you big pocket players are out there. I don't want to say we're opening a seed round because we're a bootstrapped company and we have profits. We have over $4 million under management already in our first year. And we want to start opening physical locations in major cities all around the world to help building portfolios and onboarding the world onto crypto. So we're looking to do a growth raise, not a seed raise, although it is our first raise. We're looking to do a growth raise of $1 million to open our first 2 or 3 locations in Canada and US. So if that's something that interests you, if you guys think that a crypto version of Edward Jones is the right investment idea, feel free to book a meeting with me. I am going to be sitting down with some folks between now and the end of the year to put together our first round of funds and open up our first physical tokenized financial locations to start building crypto portfolios for the world. Do I recommend two-factor? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Mullet, don't forget to send me a heart me. I can see your heart me is gray. Everyone in the chat, please send me your heart me. It just boosts my page. Yes, I do recommend the two-factor authenticator. It does give you an extra line of security from hackers, but some people find it a bit complicated. So depending on your difficulty and comfort level, I always like extra security. I don't mind taking the one extra step to type in a code for extra security. I don't mind that. No thoughts on Texit coin. It's not a coincidence, you know. I mean, the government is shut down in the United States and the market's red. I mean, do you really expect a pumping green market while the government shut down over financial issues? I mean, come on, everyone. You shouldn't be looking at charts daily or weekly. If you're looking at charts daily and weekly, you're a crypto trader. And I don't recommend trading crypto. You're going to lose your money. That's why my company is called IHodlLife. Hodl your assets, not trade your assets. Or I would have named it ITradeLife and told you guys, come trade crypto. Let me show you how. It's not. I'm a certified cryptocurrency trader. And I promise you, hodlers always win. Just stack the fucking assets long term. Stop trying to outthink and outsmart the market. It will prove to you it's smarter than you. So you shouldn't be looking at daily charts and you shouldn't be looking at weekly charts. If you're doing that, you're looking at information that's just giving you FOMO, giving you emotions you don't need to be having for a long-term hodler. We are not at the Bitcoin top even close. Bitcoin is going to surge past 150. That's what everybody thinks, Cal. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm just going to buy my 10 grand here and my 10 grand is going to go up to 40 and then I'm going to sell it and it's going to go down. That's the idea that everybody thinks. Oh, when it goes up, I'll just sell. When it goes down, I'll just buy. But the problem with that is it's not like that. You enter, it goes up, you sell. And now you've got cash money and it starts doing this, but it hasn't gone down, hasn't gone down, hasn't gone down. So what do? You buy something else. And then this, oh, finally it goes down. Now and you actually realize that along the way you didn't do what you thought you were going to do. It wasn't as cut and dry as I'll just buy it when it's here, sell it when it's here. Because the market moves like this so much incrementally, because you're looking at it daily, weekly, you can't foresee, here it is, and next week I'm going to sell here, and a week later I'm going to, you can't see that because there's too much emotion in between. I promise you, 9 out of 10 traders lose. 10 out of 10 hodlers win. Therefore, a weekly and a monthly or a daily chart is not information you should be looking at. You should be looking at more at culture, narrative, and what's going on in the world to tell you what's going on in crypto more than a weekly chart. Jay, why are you yelling? That's right, Tarek. You watch it bleed and you buy more. Because you understand if the price is here, and it goes down to here, and this is my loss window, loss window, loss window, you know it's coming right back to where it was and higher. And how many times do I need to prove that to you? How many times do I need to prove to you since it started until today, it only goes, who fucking cares if it went down? Show me anywhere on this chart that it matters that it went down. Show me where. Where does it matter that it went down? If I'm just a hodler and I hold on to it, anywhere I bought, even if I bought here at the top and held on to it, I still made more money here. Even if I bought here at the top, I still made more money here. The only way you haven't made money is you bought at the top of the 2021 market. Because it's not time for the next cycle yet. In fact, we're on the time now for the next cycle. We're about to pop off any fucking day. The proof is in the activity. You don't need to take my opinion. All of you right now, oh, bear market's over, bear market. You don't know what this looks like. You don't know that the next piece of this is going here. Here is where the next piece is going to be, right there. And that's going to be 150, 160, 180K Bitcoin. But go ahead and sell all your crypto, Jim, or whatever the fuck your name was earlier. Bitcoin will never go down to $1,000 again. You're dreaming, Elias. Bitcoin will never be $50,000 again. You're dreaming. One day Bitcoin will be 500K, and I'll be telling you on my channel, Bitcoin's never going back to 200K again, everyone. Don't you understand the opportunity you have now? It's an opportunity for you right now to buy it at 100K, because one day you'll never get it at 100K again. Just like when I started buying Bitcoin at $6,000, I will never see Bitcoin at 6K again. I bought more at 20K, I will never see 20K again. I bought more at 30K, I will never see 30K again. You will never see 100K again. Fast forward 10 years, you will never see 100K again. As a newbie, what would you recommend I purchase and hold? Mona Lisa, nobody can tell you what to buy. If you go buy an asset because someone told you to, you don't know what you own. And then as soon as the market gets volatile, because you don't know what you own, you don't know what you're doing, and then you're going to make the wrong decision. Is it? Oh, what? I don't really know what I'm doing. Do I hold it? Do I sell it? He said to buy it. I bought it, but you don't know what you're doing. So the right answer is not, what should I buy? The right answer is, how do I get myself educated so that I myself can make an educated decision about what I think I should buy? And once you get properly educated, it'll then make sense to you that, yeah, I probably want to buy some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some XRP. I probably want to buy some of the staple ones just to get myself started. And then later I'll start expanding into other coins. You'll know that just from educating yourself. So the answer is not what you should buy. And all the people replying to you, buy this, buy that, don't listen to any of them. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anybody who says, as a reply, this is the crypto you should buy, when you say what I should buy, they don't know what they're talking about. Because what they should be telling you is, they should be telling you, don't buy anything. If you're brand new, you should go educate. You should follow our channel. You should join our community. Those are the things you should be doing, not going to buy anything. But they're always going to say, oh, buy this, because that's what they have. And they're not crypto influencers. They don't have a channel teaching what you're doing. So why would you listen to their advice? So shout out to you, Mona, for saying, guys, can you shut the fuck up and just let Tristan answer my question? And for all the people who decided they wanted to answer the question for me, I appreciate, but unless you have your own channel, you maybe don't know what you're talking about. Be careful how you influence people. Do you know how many times in my chat I see people write, you should buy this, and it's a fucking shit coin you should not be buying? In this instant, the person did actually write good cryptos, but still. So good on you, Mona Lisa, for not listening to other people. Thank you, Crypto GPA, for your answer, but no, she should not be buying hype. Absolutely not. And no, if she only has $1,000, Crypto GPA, she should not be buying Ethereum. She should not be buying Bitcoin. She should not be buying Sui. She should not be buying Algorand. And she should not be buying XLM because she only has $1,000 maybe. Do you see why your answer is not correct, even though those are reasonably good cryptos? But if you want to have Link, Sol, ETH, Bitcoin, Sui, HBAR, ADA, XRP, XLM, Algo, Tau, Hype, that's 12 coins. That means that the client must have $1 million portfolio almost. Sorry, $100,000 portfolio just to put 10K in each one of those. Because $1,000 in a crypto isn't going to make you any money. You need to have at least 3 or 4 grand in a crypto to make it even worthwhile. So, if I'm going to put even just 3 grand in all of those, how much money do I have to have for Crypto GPA's answer to actually make sense to a client? Do you see why this is false information? Because now the client who has $3,000 is going and buying $200 of Chainlink and $200 of Solana and 100. Oh, but that person listed I don't have hype yet. I better get some hype. And they go buy $50 worth of hype. And then they end up with a portfolio full of like $50, $100, $200, and they're not going to make any money at all because they took your advice. Because you didn't take into context the true advice the customer needed, not just what cryptos are decent. All of those cryptos are decent. Yes, they are Crypto GPA, but those are not the cryptos every customer should be buying. It's based on how much money they have. It's based on what their system is. And right now, you should not be buying Bitcoin at all. Bitcoin should not be in that list at all, Crypto GPA. Bitcoin is what we get in the bear market. You don't buy Bitcoin now, you're not going to make any fucking money on it. Be very careful, guys, when you think you're helping people, and be very careful to make sure you get all the information and that you're not misleading people accidentally, because really, Crypto GPA, what you just did by spitting out all that to Mona Lisa was you just over-diversified her portfolio so she doesn't make any money. Now, my question for you, Mona Lisa, is do you have $100,000 plus to buy all those cryptos, or am I absolutely right that this would have totally fucked your portfolio with over-diversification? Every cold wallet is part of Web3. User 7003, everyone be careful, this person's a scammer. The reason he's asking if your wallet's part of Web3 is because he wants you to think that your wallet's not and it needs to be, and then he's going to get you to go connect your wallet to something that you don't. That's how scammers work. So no, user 700, my wallet is not part of Web3 because it is Web3 itself. Crypto wallet, as soon as it's a wallet, it is Web3. Web3 is just a term to a whole picture of the entire crypto space. If you use the word blockchain, NFTs, crypto, wallet, we can sum up that whole space in one word called Web3. Just like we could sum up everything that goes online in one word called internet. So internet and online are not separate, they're just two different words. So Web3 and crypto wallet are not separate, just two different words. So be careful of the person out there trying to teach you that you need to be connected to Web3. If you're using crypto in any way, it's already Web3. They're just trying to get you to connect to something you shouldn't. You're already calling me daddy. Should I invest in Bitcoin or get an Asian wife? I'd go for the Bitcoin, but I wouldn't invest in Bitcoin at this time. I'd go for altcoins and then maybe Bitcoin in the bear market. And then after you make so much money, you're probably going to have a whole slew of Asian wives chasing you down. How much will 1,000 XRP generate? It'll generate enough truth to you to accumulate more. Why are you guys getting so much heat out there in the community? Have I heard of Jifu trading? No, because I don't do trading and I don't recommend you do it either. When they sell you the idea of trading, they're just selling you pipe dreams that you're never going to achieve. That's right, Mateo. You're going to find people contact you using somebody else's name, somebody else's picture, and they're just scammers impersonating someone trying to lead you down a path where they can scam you. Anybody direct messaging you, block them immediately. How's my XRP doing? It's doing amazing, Catfish. I like how your name is Catfish. Like, tell me you're a troll without telling me you're a troll. My name is Catfish, and I'm here hating on people with their comments. How's your XRP doing? Ha ha ha. Well, my XRP is at like $2, and I bought it at 12 cents, so actually it made me a lot of money. In fact, I bought a brand new fucking Audi SQ5 because of my XRP. Do you want to go in my garage and see it? It's fucking pimped out. It's so fucking sick. Like $80,000 car, all bought with XRP. Cash paid for, bro. Do you know why? Because my XRP is doing great. I just wanted to rub that in, Catfish, since you're here trying to be an asshole. Like, how's your XRP doing? It went from like $3 down to $2. Ha ha ha. What you don't know is I've been buying it since 2016 when it was 12 cents, and I got so fucking rich I changed my entire life on it. So that's how it's doing, bruh. In fact, I got so fucking rich on it, I could buy your fucking car for you, bruh. My question is, how's your XRP doing? Oh, right. You hated on it and didn't stack it and hold it like you should have. Oh, right. You haven't been in the game for longer than 3 years, yet here you are talking shit about it. Oh, right. You're a casino goer, not an investor. Gotcha. I can't tell you what to buy, that vibe only, but I do recommend you follow my channel, watch my videos, they're for free. Follow my Twitter X and my YouTube, join our community Discord, and all those questions that you're asking about what you should start with are all gonna answer themselves for you as you educate yourself properly in the crypto space. And you can educate yourself properly just by hanging around our community. You want to learn a language? Go to that country and hang around with the locals. You want to learn the crypto lingo and the language? Go to the IHodlLife community and hang around with the locals. Yes, I do want to bet that we'll never see a 50K Bitcoin again. Never. I do want to bet. I'll bet you 50K that you'll never see 50K Bitcoin again. When Bitcoin drops down at its absolute lowest, it might hit 75K. Might. And I don't even think it will. I don't think it'll drop below 85 or 88K. I think the lowest next cycle is going to be about 72 to 89K in that. We'll never see 50K, never. The lowest of this cycle was 30K. That means the lowest of next cycle has to be over 60K. So the lowest it could even get was maybe 75K. Even if we went to war, that would be the only way where all markets kind of crash to zero. Other than that, in a traditional cycle, no way. There's no way Bitcoin will ever go to that low again, ever. What the fuck is going on with crypto? It's trying to give you an opportunity to buy more. What the fuck is going on with your patience? How do you join my community? Well, Xavier, you just follow my channel right here on TikTok. And if you want to join our Discord community, well, it's a chat app that you can download on your phone. We're a worldwide community, so there's a lot of people all around the world that are in there, just talking, socializing, chatting crypto, sharing information, asking questions. Hey, this person contacted me. Is it legit? All that kind of stuff. So it's just a community place where you can go learn about crypto, chat with other like-minded people from around the world, and of course, be part of the world's largest and most vibrant crypto community, the IHodlLife community. We do have our own clothing line as well if you guys want to go visit our store at IHodlLife.com, and you can even rep our brand out in your city. So you join the community by going to the link in the top of my TikTok page and hitting the Discord button to join our Discord. If the link doesn't work for you, then just download the Discord app from the Play Store and then search IHodlLife community. Yes, Dima, I do want to bet. I'll bet you 50K that Bitcoin will not hit 50K. But I have a feeling you don't have 50K to bet me back. Pulse chain is garbage, Elias. Stay away from Pulse chain. Stay away from Pulse swap. Stay away from Hex. All garbage. And all the hexicans out there who keep talking to you about it, block all of them. Bunch of children that don't know anything about investing. Mona, if you are in the 40K range, you can use my service. So that means book a meeting with me at the top of my TikTok page, and you could book a meeting with me and we could discuss building you a 40K portfolio. But just with that said, don't ever go into anyone's chat and write that you have 40K. Your direct messages are going to fill up with all kinds of scammers trying to come get your 40K. So don't write that into a chat. Just say, I want to talk crypto. How do I book a meeting? Don't talk numbers in a public chat like this. Your direct messages are going to fill up with scammers. Be safe, beware, block everybody. You're going to get a message from a guy with an IHodlLife logo, and he's going to say, "Hi, it's me, IHodlLife. Thanks for following my live. How can I help you?" It's not me. It's someone impersonating me. Be careful. Yeah, if you have 40K, Mona Lisa, that would have totally... See crypto GPA, do you see what I mean? She's only got 40K. So that means if she put, let's say, 3 to 5K in each crypto, she's only getting a couple of those cryptos, not all of them. Now she doesn't know which ones to choose. Now she's buying Bitcoin instead of buying XRP because she doesn't know, because you gave the wrong information. Too much. Just because that's what's in your portfolio doesn't mean that that's what people should be stacking. That's why I don't run around and say, look at my portfolio, because it's not for everybody. If they don't have $4 million, my portfolio doesn't match theirs. Keystone Wallet is not one that I like. Get off my grass. I don't necessarily like the Keystone Wallet, although any offline wallet I do recommend better than not using one. Keystone would be one of the lower level ones I would recommend. I would highly recommend go check out the SecuX V20, which is the one that I like, or an Ellipal wallet, or a Tangem wallet, or a Descent wallet, or even a Ledger wallet before I went and I looked at a Keystone. Yeah, a big spread, little here, little there, isn't 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there. It's 20 grand here, 30 grand here, 50 grand here. Just to put that into clarity for you, dose it. Small amounts means 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K, not 5 bucks, 20 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks. There's nobody in big investment firms investing $300 in a stock and $400 in another one and $800. They're not. They're putting 20K in this one, 100K in this one, 2 million in that one. What's my opinion on Pi Network? Everybody should be mining Pi for free. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. It's free. You can mine it absolutely free. If in the future it ends up getting a sellable or swappable value, why wouldn't you take advantage of mining it free? Instead of waiting until it has some value and then saying, oh, I wish I would have mined it when it was free. Why not just mine it for free? You're on your phone every day checking your fucking portfolios anyway. Why not just hit the little Pi mining app and keep mining that free crypto, hoping that one day you're going to be able to sell it, convert it, and it was all free. Just touching a button on my phone. So I highly recommend Pi Network. I highly recommend you mine it for free on your phone. The link is in the top of my TikTok page. Anyone who's new and you want to enter a referral code to join our community, it's IHodlLife is your referral code. Haha, way to go, Texas Pride. Someone was going to scam you about the Web3 cold wallet thing, and because I spoke about it and told you cold wallets and Web3 are the same thing, you didn't get scammed. That's what this channel is for, my friends. It's not always just about making everybody wealthy. It's about saving, protecting, and keeping you safe in the crypto space. Make sure to hit that like and follow right here on the only cryptocurrency channel you need. And don't forget to follow all of our socials and join our Discord. So awesome, Texas Pride. I'm glad we were able to save you from a scammer. Some people get scammed and it's life, it's life devastating for them. What's my opinion on Aster? I think Aster and Hype are both really, really good new DeFi protocols. They're definitely good coins to own, but only for people who can afford to add extra cryptos into their portfolio. Not for people with 10, 20, 30K portfolios looking for the next pump. There's other coins you should be buying first. But for those of you with extra funds to allocate additional plays in your portfolio, then yes, I think Aster and Hype, the newest DeFi plays on the market, are both good opportunities. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for everybody else's comments. That's all for me for today. Thank you, everyone, for your love. Thanks for coming out to my channel. I'll be live again on Sunday. Sometimes I go live on Friday nights just for fun. But I will be alive. Hopefully I'll still be alive. I'll be live on Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for an Ask Me Anything session right here in crypto. So make sure to come out, make sure to bring your friends, family members, and like-minded investors so they can learn about the greatest opportunity that mankind has to offer right now, which is the crypto space. When you leave my live today, go out into the world and spend just a little bit of your time trying to make the world better around you. So when you leave my live today, no matter what country you live in, no matter what city you live in, no matter what community you live in, no matter what your religion is, no matter what your capability is, when you go out into the world and anyone in the world interacts with you, the universe makes anyone interact with you, I want you to be in a constant mindset of level up. Level up. I'm going to be more kind. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be smarter. I'm going to be... You see that garbage on the side of the street? I'm going to be the fucking guy on the street that stops his goddamn car, gets out of his car, picks up the fucking garbage because everybody else on the street's too fucking lazy to pick up the fucking garbage. You know why? Because I'm okay being the example. I'm okay being people looking at me, what's he doing? I'm okay stepping out of my comfort zone so that other people can learn to be better fucking human beings. Open the door for somebody. Have patience if somebody cuts you off. Don't flip them the bird. For the next however long it is until you see me again, I want you thinking about leveling up. And I don't mean leveling up your money. I don't mean leveling up your crypto. I don't mean leveling up your thing. I mean leveling up you, your character, who you are. Because everything that your universe is a direct result of three things: your thoughts, your feelings, and your belief system. And when you combine all three of those, you are in God creation mode. You create your every reality. Everything your tomorrow is exactly what your yesterday thought it was going to be, felt it was going to be, and believed it was going to be. So when you leave my live today, it's time to level up. It's time to teach myself to bite my fucking tongue when I want to be rude. It's time to teach myself to breathe a little bit when my wife pisses me off. It's time for me to sit back and say to myself, learning patience, Tristan. Learning patience. I don't fucking like it, but I'm learning patience. Be aware of your level up. It's not always easy. In fact, it's hard. When you go against changing the grain of something, it's hard. Changing yourself hurts. It's not easy. That's how you know you're succeeding. The diamond isn't made through love. It's made through pressure. God doesn't make you great by making it easy. He makes it hard. So when you leave my live today, level up every aspect of your life. Level up your hygiene. Level up cleaning your house. Level up taking care of the people around you. Level up how much time you invest in the things that you love. Level up, everybody. Time to put more in. And I don't mean more crypto, I mean more you. Time to put more you in. Don't be afraid to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're great. Stop being subject to what the world tells you you are and start deciding how great you are. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you have an amazing week. Wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing this week, try to exude greatness and try to focus on leveling yourself up. It never happens all at once. It's one little step, one little step, one little step. And just like our crypto portfolio, 5 years later, we turn around, we look back and we say, fuck, why didn't I just change more because I'm awesome? Just like we look at our portfolio and we say, why didn't I just buy more because it's so much? We look at our characters and we say, why didn't I just change more because I'm so awesome now compared to what I was? See you later, everyone. I hope you have an amazing day. When you go out into the world, don't forget to love people around you for no reason at all. You don't need a fucking reason. You don't need a justification. Just love them because you know you're supposed to love them. See you later, everyone. See you next Sunday.